today I'd like to start with a bit of news. If I say Mac and You in Resonance by Esquire, does that resonate with
Mac
you?
and You in Resonance, as in like Terror in Resonance, but you put Mac and You in the center of it.
I don't know.
You know what Terror in Resonance is?
Oh, is that an anime?
It's a fully an anime.
Okay.
That or Mac and You is getting recast into the Soul Eater reboot, which people are saying might actually happen because of how much heat, all pun intended, is coming off the ending of Fire Force.
Yeah. Soul Eater remake. I don't know if it needs one. We could get into that. But...
Soul Eater absolutely needs a remake. The ending of the anime is different than the manga.
People don't like the anime. You're right. Or the ending. People don't like the ending.
I mean, they could just remake the last season, and that would be... Because here's the thing. I don't want Soul Eater to look like it belongs in 2026. Like
that, I agree.
Soul Eater is so distinctively like set in that time period and should stay that way. It's like that Blood Lad prison school all should look like that forever. I don't want the animation to be redone. I do want the last chapter to be redone.
I would be down for a Soul Eater remake if they keep the same composer and it's just as flute funky as it used to be.
Yes, of course, yes.
And yeah, if it stays this like sketchbook, like really gritty mid-2000s art style.
Which we have seen people do recently. Like, I mean, but it's just like
Takupi's Original Sin, that animation team would be perfect for it.
I was gonna say like Terror, like the way that they've accomplished that is just drowning things in film grain. Like we saw it in Clevitus, we see it a little bit in Sentenced to Be a Hero. But you're right, Takupi's Original Sin. Honestly, you know what it is? It's body proportions.
Well, yeah.
We've like in the modern day, we focus so much on making everybody like very like human in their body proportions outside of like their eyes and shit. Soul Eater people were just like noodle people with like big old circular heads.
They're noodly as hell, but also what Takupi's Original Sin does really well is like line weight, like where lines, Demon Slayer kind of popularized this in the mainstream, where like some lines will be thick as fuck and then it fades into a thinner line. Takupi's Original Sin's line work is all over the fucking board.
Yeah.
Like, they're just
trying to get lines on paper here.
They're like, their outlines will be thick as all hell sometimes, like, at the end of hair, and then it'll come in really thin, and it looks like this really grungy, messy kind of art style.
Yeah.
And Soul Eater feels like that.
So it's too polished. We've gotten too polished, and it's all Demon Slayer's fault. Which is why we'll never get a Soul Eater remake. I'm sorry. Blame Demon Slayer.
Anyway, I can't believe you haven't heard of this. Or maybe you have.
in Resonance by Esquire.
So Esquire magazine released an article.
Are you about to get me hard? Are you about to just show me photos of Mac and You just looking sexy as fuck?
No, maybe.
Oh?
This is pretty dramatic.
That is pretty dramatic. It looks good there.
Let me read you some of this article.
Okay.
Okay, ready? They released an interview with Mac and You. Sound engulfs us, yet it's not something we notice until it's gone. In fact, the type of noises we tend to ignore are the ones that repeat. A breeze brushing against the leaves, or the drumming beat of our hearts. Soon, they blend into the environment, ever present but incognito. In journalism, conversations make the story. A question given, an answer returned. A short chuckle, a natural snort, or a telling sigh. And what of a void? How does one relay what was not said? In an unprecedented interview for both parties, we call into the abyss to hear what comes back about the man behind One Piece's Zoro. Do you know where this is headed?
No, fucking no, because this is it's nothing. This is nothing. It's a nothing intro. It sounds like the fucking beginning of a sci-fi novel revolving around like some evil god stealing sound from the world. Fucking sound isn't a thing that we appreciate until we realize that it's gone. Just say I sat down with Mac and You. I get it. You enjoy talking.
Well, let me give you two more paragraphs.
Okay.
Mac and You's resume chimes with what we know of him. A resume. Born Mac and You Maeda.
Spell it out for me.
Maeda. Maeda?
Mater.
Born Mac and You
Mater. Yeah.
In LA, California, son of famed actor Sonny Chiba.
Yep.
With both brother and half-sister likewise in the business. 15 was the age when he decided to become an actor after watching Haruma Miura, whom he later acted alongside.
Haruma Mira.
And now here's where we get to the thick of it.
Oh, I'm starting to feel like I'm already in the thick of it.
You aren't prepared for the thick of it.
Okay, gotcha, good.
We were stoked to have some FaceTime with the Japanese-American actor, but his schedule prevented it. So, we opted for email correspondence. A list of queries was sent his way, and we waited. The silence continued until it was quickly replaced by a ticking clock as deadlines loomed. We had the photo spread, but nothing directly uttered by the 29-year-old. With a driving need for a feature, we had to be inventive. Harnessing our creative license, we pulled his verbatim from previous interviews and fed them through an AI program to formulate new responses. Are these the words we expect from McIntyre? Or are they just replies from an echo chamber of celebrityhood that we want to believe is from him? With the absence of information, can new insight be gained? Nature abhors a vacuum, and in its place, a story fills the hollow. And then is the interview with AI McIntyre.
They need to, whoever wrote that article, whoever prompted an AI to write that article needs to be fired into the center of the biggest sun we can reach. Are you getting existential about the concept of sound and not appreciating it until it's gone, and then being like, we pulled every piece of information about McIntyre and then fed it into the Earth Dehydrator 3000. By the way, which is a silent process, mind you. Fucking, like, you're expounding about the purpose of communication and how important the sound we create by fucking vibrating our throats together is for human interaction, and then you close out the article by being, boy, oh boy, do we think this is what... We don't even think... Honestly, if they'd say, hey, listen, I've done hours of research on McIntyre, and here's how I think he would have answered these. That is better. It's better, because at least
That'd be funny.
At least it's commentary, and at least you can fucking bring up your own bias. But they're like, no, we fed his dialogues into an LLM. I would sue. If I'm McIntyre, I'm suing.
He should so sue.
I'm suing immediately.
This came out March 6th, by the way, not April 1st, which was everyone's initial reaction.
This is why every magazine needs to go away. They need to go away at this point.
Dude, it feels like we're living in Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
Like, them being like, when we shout into the void, is it McIntyre who answers?
No, it's fucking not. It's not McIntyre.
Esquire Singapore. How important is it to you to draw boundaries in your career? Parentheses, AI, McIntyre. Boundaries are important, but I didn't always have them. When you're young, you want to say yes to everything. I had this anxiety that if I stop, I disappear. Many young actors feel that way. It took the pandemic for me to slow down. It was the first real silence I'd had in years, and I heard myself for the first time. He should go into this office and open fire it's no Russian.
With 3 swords. I want him to reenact episode 3 of the One Piece live action with an Esquire office expeditiously.
The gall to be
like, hey, McIntyre, like, it would have been a substantially more, like, a fucking interesting article for them to be like, here's the photos of McIntyre. We wanted to get an interview. He's too busy. And I'd be like, that tells me more about McIntyre than you prompting an AI.
Well, it's like you said, too, if they were like, I did a bunch of research, here's how I think he would have answered. You could spin that to be funny.
Yep.
You know? Here's one that's kind of nuts. How do you deal with disillusionment over the years, if any? AIM. I go home and spend time with my family.
AIM?
AIM.
They're chatting. Fucking what's next? Hotmail? We're gonna interview fucking Hotmail next?
It may sound boring, but I give my best when I'm working. So those moments help me reset. Disillusionment happens when you lose sight of why you started. Doing the simple things reminds me that this is a job I chose and love. It puts the hard parts into perspective. It's just insane that they're like, I go home and spend time with my family. You don't fucking know.
You don't know that at all. Oh, cool. We scraped his previous answers to questions like this. Fucking... could you imagine being the person who's like, this article is ready to go, and then it has to pass through editors, and it has to pass through like fucking people, like 4 layers of people who are like, oh yeah, absolutely, run the AI McIntyre interview.
I know. Isn't this crazy? This is the craziest thing ever.
We're devolving. We're devolving as a civilization. Like
What is one thing about yourself you want to improve on? This is an insane thing to ask and not him.
An AI. It was like fucking like, well, my penis isn't that big. I'm shooting this up. I'm shooting the office up.
He's like, I'm ugly and I reek.
Yeah. It's like fucking, I'm not as tall as people think I am. Actually,
Patience with myself. I'm always pushing, wanting to do more. I tell myself to look what I've already done and let that breathe for a moment before running toward the next thing. So anyway,
also,
like
fucking
this.
for being an interviewer, like you have all day, you have weeks to sit in front of a computer and think up good questions for AI macking you. And the question you come up with is there any weaknesses you'd like to improve on? Fuck off!
Yeah, so
Holy shit, dude, that is insane.
that's sick.
Listen, I get that we should be more about like protecting people's jobs and labor rights, but that guy in particular shouldn't have a job.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's pissed me off. I don't even know what to I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go from here right now. Imagine like you died and I was like, don't worry guys, I trained a large language model on every single one of Danny Monta's transcripts. I'm just gonna ask it. I'll just ask it and I'll use a voice filter on it. I'll just talk to Danny.
Do you remember when they did that for Charlie Kirk? At his funeral, they had an AI. There's video of this in like the mega church they did this for. At his funeral, AI Charlie Kirk was like, I'm in heaven, guys, and it's sick here. Don't worry, you'll also be in heaven. It was the craziest thing ever.
I don't.
At a real man's funeral who people allegedly cared about.
Also, who was like allegedly like married to a woman who was cheating on him, trying to steal all of his money, and might have been assassinated by the FBI. Like, and they're just like fucking. They literally gave him the treatment of like that dog. He's like, don't worry, I'm in heaven now. Like that is. Oh my god! I need everyone over the age of 45 to die immediately. Oh,
You've been playing too much Claire Obscure.
Oh my god! Yeah, I know.
That's just the plot.
Grammage would be huge, dude. Oh, I'm about to fight the Paintress. For anybody who's wondering where I'm at in Expedition 33,
I'm gommaging it.
I'm fucking painting it right now.
Yeah.
I have theories. Quick Expedition 33 theory. Verso's obviously related to the family. We know that. But the husband is immortal and the sister is immortal because of their connection to the Paintress, who is their estranged mother. And there's another sibling. And I don't know who it is. I think there's two sisters and a brother. I think Verso's the younger brother. Then he has a younger sister, and I think he has an older sister. And that's where I'm at right now. I don't know. I don't think killing the Paintress is probably a bad thing. I think the story's trying to convince me into killing the Paintress. I think that's probably a bad thing. And then that old white guy is the bad guy at the center of all of it. Renoir, that's his name.
Yeah, you're like not that close to done.
No, I've 33 hours in the game.
There's a lot more game.
I know, I'm not even done with Act 2.
Yeah.
I unfortunately looked up I was like, when do I get to fly? And fucking Google AI was like, after you kill the Paintress. And I was like, oh, fucking thanks.
Why wouldn't they be like Act 3?
I do not know. Because I was like trying to go around the map and I was like, I want to get up there. I was like, should I be able to fly by now? And they were like, after you kill the Paintress. I was like, so that's not the end of the story,
so
apparently.
Funny. Do you like when the music goes, wow, wow, wow? Wow, 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 wow.
My favorite is...
Anyway, sorry.
My favorite is when you fight a Patank. And it gets a little silly, gets a little slappy bassy. Yeah. And you're just there trying to fucking get that goddamn rolling ball of goods dead before it flees.
Yeah. Good game.
So much fun. It deserved everything it got. All right. Hi. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to it. What?
Can I do one last bit of news?
Honestly, why not?
It's related.
I can feel my cortisol levels rising by the minute.
Wit. I have to do some research because I don't remember what the show was called.
Okay.
Wit has been exposed for using AI in the opening animation of their latest series. Look up Wit Studios AI.
Wit Studios
Which
AI.
is a damn shame because Wit is up there with like UFO Table for like what people consider the upper echelon of animation.
The One Piece Studio, wild that we're already calling, it's the One Piece Studio. Yeah.
Still though.
Slammed by fans in anime's first major AI crisis. As Attack on Titan Studio steps in it with fans. Wait, anime first AI. Wait, Wit did the first 3 seasons. Yeah. This is just fucking.
Just a
The
mess.
studio released an apology after receiving backlash in its use of generative AI in the opening sequence of Ascendance of a Bookworm. Sure.
I
okay.
can't imagine that one was too draw intensive.
Yeah, I was
right?
gonna say, real tough here to fucking draw a girl reading books.
To be fair, they probably were like, Wit. I don't know how Wit is as like a studio. They probably like
None of them are bad. Are good.
good.
I mean,
yeah. They probably emailed their animation team and was like, "Hey, we just got the rights to this manga. Can you whip up an episode tomorrow?" Mm-hmm. Like,
they confirmed that AI was used for some background assets in the opening. From episode 2 onwards, a final version with replaced fixed backgrounds will be shown instead. They've also taken down the NC opening video from YouTube in the meantime.
stop releasing unfinished episodes of things.
I don't think anybody is hankering so badly for the ascendance of the bookworm that they're like, we gotta fill it out here with generative AI.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what fucking like Crimson Desert did it.
Yeah.
For like
with
all the
art.
paintings and stuff, which is insane because like all art over 100 years old is just public domain and there's so goddamn much of it.
Yeah. Just do all Rembrandt shit. Who cares?
I do. Oh, my favorite artist of all time. Cool. Yeah, I'd love to see the March of Hades in the Crimson Desert. Which, by the way, still no idea what the game is about.
My B didn't know you were such a Rembrandt.
I'm
head.
a huge Rembrandt fan. I almost got a Rembrandt back piece.
He's cool. He's got good lighting.
There's a one where a father is holding his grandfather and like pulling his wife out of like the flood of Moses. Okay. And I was gonna do that with all Naruto characters on my back, but I ended up doing Castlevania.
I don't know, man. You've made me regret bringing up his
I fucking
name.
love Rembrandt. That's my favorite artist. I fucking love Rembrandt. That's probably the only artist I actually know anything about. But yes, we have a big-ish week here, ladies and gentlemen. We have a new episode of Invincible, aka Protein Tubes with the white sauce. We have the first episode of season 2 of Wistoria. Did you catch up?
I did.
Whoa!
Yeah, not crazy.
Oh, I'm so excited to talk about season 1 of Wistoria. We also have Witch Hat Atelier episode 3 and Daemons episode 2. But before we get into this episode, guys, me and Danny are going to be playing a game later. What's the game we're choosing to play? Are we doing poorly translated AI?
I like those, yeah.
Poorly translated anime is what I mean. So later in the day, we're going to be doing a game where me and Danny have to guess what an anime is based off its poorly translated description. And then after that, for the Patreon homies out there, we are doing the third and final chapter to the Zootopia abortion comic. So if you guys want to catch that entire, I mean, after this, it'll be like an hour and a half of content.
No.
There's
no way.
Each one is like 25 minutes.
I feel like it takes us like 7 minutes to
No,
get
they're long comics.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't checked the time, so I assume you're correct.
But if you're looking for that entire 3-chapter run here, I think actually a 4th chapter got run where apparently Judy is JFK. I saw some murmurings on Zootopia News, ZootopiaNews.us.
Yeah.
And so yes, that'll be coming out for Patreon members. But first, before we get into anime, my movie of the week that I want to talk to Danny about. I think this is going to be a running bit that I do, especially in our slower anime season. You guessed that I watched Gamer this week. I watched Nacho Libre last week, and we had a grandiose all time talking about.
And last week I guessed it was Gamer.
And next week it will be Gamer.
Okay.
This week it was Justin Timberlake's In Time.
Let's go!
Me and Dorothy were looking for a movie to watch while we folded a literal mountain of laundry. And I'm scrolling Hulu, and it's like recommended for you. And I've seen it. And then I see on the fringes, on the boundary, I see Justin Timberlake's beautiful face, his beautiful drunken driving face. And I go, I'm watching this movie. And man, is it okay?
You're wrong! You're dead wrong! That movie's the best.
It is.
Time is money. Did you miss that?
The cast is insane for that movie. It's fucking Annette or something like that.
Amanda Seyfried.
Amanda Seyfried, Justin Timberlake, who is being outacted by everyone around him. Fucking Cillian Murphy, one of the greatest working actors alive.
He's a time cop.
Is a timekeeper who times out. And the entire movie is just like the most thinly veiled, fucking meta commentary on like the oppressiveness of capitalism. And it's like basically a bank heist movie, but with time.
Uh-huh.
And it's fun, I guess. It's weird that everyone stopped at 25 and that Justin Timberlake's mom is like his age and also just incredibly hot. And like, it was so weird. It was fun. But it was weird. Oh, fucking the guy from
Leonard from The Big Bang Theory, and he dies from having too much time on his hands.
Drinks himself to death with the decade. Matt Bomer, who's Dorothy's like, oh, I would leave you if Matt Bomer gave me a chance kind of thing. She's in it. Dorothy flipped out. She was like, holy shit, Matt Bomer. Yeah, it's wild.
What aren't you wrapping your tiny little brain around? Do you not like when the banks are called timeshares?
Of course, that's good.
Do you not like when Jonathan Galecki, Leonard from The Big Bang Theory, is like, 7 minutes for a coffee? It was 5 minutes yesterday.
Yep.
And he's like, yeah, and tomorrow will be 10 minutes. You don't like any of that?
I like when his mom's getting on a bus and they're like 2 hours to ride the bus. That's like me and Dorothy were spending the entire movie trying to figure out I was like, what is the fucking denomination of currency here? And we could not figure it out because it's like 2 hours to ride public transportation, and everyone's like. The Justin Timberlake's talking that like nobody in the ghetto in Dayton ever has more than a day on their arm.
It's 2 hours.
You need me to spend fucking 12% of my fucking entire worth to ride the bus?
You know what's bullshit about it too is that like as you ride the bus, it's still like
lose more time.
Your time is still progressing.
There's some fun.
So it's 2 hours, and the tax is the fact that like. It's also time.
100%. And now listen, there's some fun commentary. Like I do, like at the core, it's a good idea. Because they're like,
explain the idea real quick, because I guarantee no one has seen this movie.
It is literally time is money. That is it. Like everyone is born with a fucking clock on their arm. And you age until you turn 25. But when you turn 25, you get a year. So if you didn't get any more time, you would die at 26 years old. However, if you work, if you do anything like that, you get time. They pay you in time. Everything is time. The fucking tolls are time. Coffee is time. Time is time. A hooker literally asked Cillian Murphy. She's like, "I'll give you 10 minutes for an hour," and it took me 4 minutes to figure out. It took me time to figure out, and I was like, "Oh, sex." And then he was like, "Oh, you're 60," but she doesn't look it because everyone's 25. And so yeah, she fucking everything is time. And then there's like different time zones.
Yeah, right. There are time zones.
Fucking different wealth sections live in different time zones. Yeah. Justin Timberlake is born in the ghetto, and nobody under 25 is able to use their time. But there's also Minutemen, and Minutemen are gangsters who steal everyone's time. Right. But if you die with time on you, no one can take your time anymore.
Yeah, it just goes into the ether.
And then there's
back to the government.
And then you can trade time with people just through the simple act of a Roman handshake. Yeah. If you grab somebody's forearm, you just start leeching their bank account out of their body. And then there's a weird principle where Justin Timberlake's like, "My dad was a strong arm," and everyone's like, "What the fuck is a strong arm?" And then there's a barely explained mechanic where you basically just grip and twist somebody's arm, and whoever arm is up top gets the time.
Yeah, there's a liar's dice.
There's a liar's dice, which makes no real sense. Justin Timberlake wins 1,100 hours or years on a poker table.
I guess it's like a fucking like arm wrestle kind of,
I guess,
where it's like you physically, it's just a strength thing.
Yeah.
But Justin Timberlake's like, "My father always taught me, you wait until you're down to just 10 seconds. Yeah. Then he starts watching your time, forgets about his, and then you fucking get him." And the guy, for whatever reason, and then Justin Timberlake grabs the guy's gun and he shoots his guys.
Yeah, he grabs a gun off his ankle and it just like pops all three of them immediately. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't like that?
It was great. It was fun. It's an objectively very fun movie with some actual like real commentary. Justin Timberlake was the wrong leading man. And that's the most 2013 they could have done. They're like, there's no one hotter than Justin Timberlake right now. We need him in this serious dramatic role. Yeah. And everyone just fucking laps him. I gotta say though, that movie made me real weird about the Seafried lady.
Amanda.
Yeah, I started looking into some of her other works. Something about the short hair Something about the short hair really did it for
It's
me.
like her worst look ever. She looks like Edna Mode from The Incredibles.
If Edna Mode was young and hot, which she probably was at some point,
Yeah, probably.
I'd fucking Edna Mode could get it. To this day, Edna Mode could get it, dude. Because you whenever you probably don't know.
You want a mean woman.
I want a mean woman who's rich. Yes, I want a rich, mean old woman, 100%. Who's just like, she's just like, I'm walking behind her, I'm holding her 6 bags, each one has a cat in it, and I'm just waiting for her to die.
How do you feel about
Male and women dominated sports, baby.
How do you feel about Marilyn Streep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
100% Meryl.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking Marilyn Streep could get it. Who's the one who bakes? Who was Snoop Dogg? Who's like maybe in prison?
Betty White.
Betty White is very dead.
Yeah, that's her.
No.
Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart. Dude, fucking Meryl Streep, Martha Stewart, Cher. All of them could get it 100%.
Yeah.
Cher's less my type. I'd say on the spectrum of those 3 women, Cher last, Meryl Streep first.
Okay.
Yeah, Meryl Streep's a fucking, that's my lady for real.
Okay, and
Holy
Snoops. Oh, no. I'm thinking of Martha
Snoops?
Stewart.
No, yeah, and Martha Stewart. She's
Yeah.
the middle ground.
Gotcha, yeah.
She's like true neutral, you know? Cher's like, I'd say chaotic evil. And then Martha Stewart is neutral good. And then Meryl Streep is like chaotic good.
You're really not using that diagram.
No,
correctly.
I'm not.
Wouldn't it be like chaotic good, neutral good, lawful good?
Lawful good. That's
Yeah,
the word I was
there you
looking for. But yeah, all that is to say, we don't have that many anime to talk about here. But I'll tell you what, we are going to open with, unfortunately, Daemons of the Shadow Realm.
You think that's the worst one of the week?
I think that's the worst one of the week.
I think Wistoria is better.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
There's some good Wistoria. We'll do this. I'll tell you this. Episode 2 of Daemons of the Shadow Realm.
Yep.
Pretty funny.
It's fun.
It's a funny show.
I like the god coming down and being like, "Hi, here I am on my apparently freshly decapitated horse." Did you guys that the horse had just scars around its entire neck, like Kenjaku was piloting it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was wild.
Horse Jaku.
Yeah, a horse Jaku. There's no rules against him being in a horse body.
It's like Yuji's eyes are fluttering open in the hospital and he sees his mom for the first time. Just a horse going crazy.
It's like, sorry, your dad was a freak. I don't know what to tell you.
I
tried a woman first. He turned me down.
Oh, yeah, there were just a lot of really funny moments in this. I love the protagonist still.
Yes.
He's like,
Yoru?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's Yoru.
He's got really funny exclamations where he's like, he's a little like Edward Elric.
It's literally exactly that.
Yeah, where he's like, the woman with the jaws comes down and he's like, what is this tooth monster?
Yeah.
And then later she's like, you look about 16. You're probably the kid I'm looking for. And he's like, well, maybe, but I'm 17. The guy's like, no, to them, you're 16.
Which I guess like I'm supposed to understand what's happening here. Like, back in the day, do they start?
Isn't it? It's like Korea where they start you at 1.
In Korea, they start at 1. Oh, so I guess back in the old days in Japan, they probably started you at 1.
Yeah, I guess so. But I love that he's like, this dude's like, this day sucks. What do you mean I'm 16?
Objectively, it does, but then he just starts lacing motherfuckers with arrows. Left and right are, if I could voice one complaint about this episode, left and right are too immediately strong. Because, like, first off, it's, like, very clearly, like, a stand system, right? And I've never been the biggest fan of, like, a stand system because, like, how does a stand get stronger? You know, it's like usually it's
like people. They get stronger like people get stronger.
I guess, maybe, but then it's like...
Can Sukuna get stronger?
Sukuna gets stronger, but Sukuna's not a stand. But Sukuna only gets stronger because he gets more fingers.
Okay.
You know, like, there's a logical, linear progression line for him. Like, left and right, left by herself is just yanking apart, like, these fucking clankers. Clap. What am I looking for here? Clackers? Clackers.
Please stop guessing.
You're out of time. Fucking whatever you call
It
teeth.
just felt like you loading a revolver with everything.
More. Like, I'm not finding the empty barrels here. And so she's just pulling these teeth apart. And the blonde girl, who I still love, it's like, I'm losing a 2v1. And I'm like, these guys are way too strong out the gate.
Is there a more iconic pair than left and right? If we go by like Chainsaw Man logic, where it's like,
you have to be like, they're like, way more people think of this as a pair than they do are left or right. North, west, south. East
Peanut
West.
butter jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly would be huge. And it would just be like the teeth monster, but it'd just be like a really gloopy
Big
sandwich.
sandwich.
Yeah, sandwich just opening and closing.
Yeah.
Socks? Right, that's a tough one because it's like
But then it's like,
left sock, right
yes,
sock.
exactly.
That's the
it all comes to left and right.
right. And then like East and West is kind of left and right.
Yeah.
North and south, up and down.
Yeah, up and down, I'm sure.
Up and down's got to be out there.
They'll make an appearance. If peanut and butter, if peanut butter and jelly were like a left and right situation where they're like personified and like humanoid, not like giant teeth,
Yeah,
which one would you think is
Peanut butter.
mask and which one's femme?
jelly. Peanut butter's mask, jelly's femme.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know why, but I agree.
It's something about the fact that, like, first off, chunky peanut butter guy here.
Yeah, oh.
So you get the chunks in there, you get the masculine. Also, like, jelly's sweet, you
Yeah.
know, and it's got that little, like, it's got color to it, you know. It's got a little. You ever just look at a jar of jelly and you're just like, you ever just look at a jar of jelly and you just start salivating? That's a really good question. 100%.
Yeah.
I also understand why they chose right to be masculine.
Yes,
Right?
guess, yeah.
It's
But
unexplainable.
I only know that growing up as someone who's left-handed, and for some
Which
reason,
it explains a lot, if I'm
and
being
for-
real.
what does that mean?
I just, no, I'm sorry, wrong hand. You know.
But growing up as a left-handed boy in like the mid 2000s, you're bullied for just existing. People are like, "Oh, you using your gay hand?"
Yeah.
I guess.
You're just trying to struggle to use scissors. Everyone's like, haha, stupid.
Yeah,
I love that for you.
But yeah, for some reason, right is seen as masculine. Maybe because it's the dominant.
It's the
usually.
dominant hand. Yeah,
and
exactly.
So it's all
No, they're nailing it.
misogyny.
No, well, okay, but here's a question: up, down.
Up is feminine. Because when I think down,
I like that.
it's
Because we're breaking the glass ceiling, and that's where it's up. It's up, baby.
I see up as very like nimble and airy. I
Oh,
think
you're
that-
talking like cheerleader, like a fucking thrower kind of situation. Like down is the base, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, if they're
I'm seeing a triangle.
if I'm creating these characters,
Yes.
right? Like if I'm imagining my fan edit of what up and down are gonna look like, yeah, I think like up can fly and is kind of like a nymph.
Yes.
And down is like looks like right in my head. Just like a wide fucking rectangle of a man.
Right?
Who's like sturdy. Right in this. Left and right.
Oh, right. Gotcha.
Keep
Yeah.
the fuck up.
I'm sorry. I saw WRI. Like I was like trying to find like the right character in FMAB or
Right
something
in
like
a
that.
race?
Yeah.
But yeah, like very wide, like earthbender type. If they have to be.
Have you been watching The Boys?
No.
Okay. 'cause
Not
there's-
this new season.
They just showed a character who was like a rock man.
Okay.
But he also was like a rock puddle because he had come on himself so much that he had become.
Them's the boys.
That's them's the boys, dude. It's definitely they're boys in it.
What if Cyclops from the X-Men shot cum out of his eyes?
Buddy, there's the heavy emphasis in the first episode on the guy whose ability is dick.
I love the boys until it's like they introduce a guy who can get small, and I'm like, he's going in someone's cock.
Oh, he's
isn't
absolutely
he?
going to someone's cock
Yeah.
immediately, and then he's gonna sneeze doing cocaine in a penis
Yeah.
and blow somebody out like up from the inside or something. They love it. It's like, hey,
do
we're
love
gonna use the hell out of this R rating, and nobody can say anything about it.
Demons of the Shadow Realm.
Yeah.
Big episode for foot guys. I wrote. It was a crazy extent in the way
Why?
that you were
Because
like,
left and right are shoeless.
no, left does this like I forget what she did. She must have. Oh, it's when she kicked the fucking teeth. And there's this like really long, really like well animated and fluid extendo shot of her foot like coming up.
It was a big week for foot people.
Because of Witch Hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't count that one though.
Yeah, I
because-
mean, that's fair, but I was like watching it and I was like, I don't like how much detail is going into this.
I think there's a reason for that, and I'll get into it
Okay.
when we get to Witch Hat.
Love that.
But,
I also think there's a reason for it. I think there's a reason to like, because of what was happening in that sequence, it makes sense to like linger on that and like make it feel like important.
Yeah.
But like, man, what people are eating, I guess? Question mark?
They be eaten. I forgot how funny this mangaka is, which I already kind of
Oh yeah, she's great.
Oh, when they get in a car and he's like, well, it's made of metal and there's a transmission, and she's like, the horses are in here.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, that's where the horses
Which also
go.
like fucking, I don't know if I was literally trying to put myself in that situation because the same thing is happening or just happened in Baki, where like Musashi Miyamoto, the legendary samurai, comes back to life and he gets like put in a car and he's looking at screens and all of that. And like, I was trying to conceptualize, let's say you got like ported 400 years into the future. What would like baffle you? Like what, like if you saw something, you'd be like, that makes, because like,
I don't know, because we have so much sci-fi.
that's my thing.
I feel like
the
it
invention
doesn't
of
work forwards.
Right, the invention of like TV and movies has kind of ruined our ability to be surprised by anything. Because if they were like, oh, you know, it's like Newtonian fluid that floats and you can like float it down the street and it's like it's replaced cars, or like nanobots have actually been invented and like they can be whatever you want, or like we've created teleportation or shit like that. Like I'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
Like we have no ability to like disbelieve anything anymore. Like if you had took somebody from like 1650 and put them here now, they'd be like, what and or the fuck?
Yeah.
But like now
They'd be like, is this your god?
yeah. They'd be like, yeah, fucking idolatry like this.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Like where's the shrine? Where do I put the money? Where do I put my child?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was
Where do I put my wife's severed hand? I don't know what they were getting up to back then.
yeah, she was thinking about stealing, so we had to fucking get ahead of it here. Do you think that the village was bad? The Daemons
bad?
village? Because like everyone's like, all right, so like they're like, oh, Asa, the character, the sister, seems to be like a sympathetic character, right? And then in the intro, they like show all the characters that are gonna be like the key points and they're all together. The blonde girl is with everybody else. Like she's not being framed as an antagonist. So I think like this is all like kind of like one big misunderstanding, kind of.
Yeah, I could see that.
And then they talked about how they replaced Asa's sister with whatever that blood thing was to keep the main character there.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I've read from this mangaka or watched is Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
And that is all about like paranoia and like government, like, you know, distrust. And so like in Full Metal Alchemist, that's the bit where it's like the government everyone works for is evil. And so Mustang has to work like very discreetly so that they don't find out that he's working against them.
And you don't realize that Amestria is bad until like 30 episodes in.
So it's like, I could see this village being fucked up.
Yeah, because like they kill so indiscriminately, but they also don't kill any of the kids, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh, there's like a little bit of like we're possibly like padding out these guys being morally correct. And then like I said, like they're like, oh, they replaced your sister after she escaped because they wanted you to stay there. They didn't want to give you an opportunity to leave, kind of thing. So I'm like, oh, I could see a world where these are the bad people, and therefore like the blonde girl killing all of them, like that's actually, we're gonna look back on that and be like, oh, that was sick, you know? Because I do genuinely, I think she's too likable to be an antagonist.
I think she can be. I mean, Envy was likable, and like Lust. Sloth.
Were they?
Does Sloth, or not Sloth, does Gluttony strike you as an antagonist?
But he also
dopey ass.
Gluttony doesn't strike you as anything. That's the thing. Like Gluttony doesn't have enough personality for you to be like, oh, I need Gluttony to survive.
Gluttony is all personality.
Oh, Envy came across as fucking Envy, the guy who killed the fucking Hughes.
Yes.
Real likable fucking act there. Everyone's like, wow, thank God Father of the Year is dead. Thanks, Envy.
They got fun personalities. I think Lust kills Hughes.
No.
Yes.
Envy kills Hughes. Because Envy takes the shape of Hughes' wife. Lust can't transform.
Yeah. I thought he gets fucking fingers.
She can create fingers. Envy, he can create fingers.
What's the point of having Lust then? The Lust's whole gimmick was the fingers.
I mean, part of Lust's gimmick is fingers as well. I'm pretty sure Envy kills Hughes. That's why Colonel Mustang is so upset at Envy. He also kills Lust. That's why you're getting it confused, because Colonel Mustang kills Envy and Lust.
Yeah, well, he does kill both of them. I know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
He'd snap.
Okay, Envy kills her. Yeah, all right. Well, they're likable, I'd say.
Yes. I mean, I guess. Not really. You're wrong.
You don't have to agree.
I was literally just trying to scroll through the other part of my notes. I think we're probably both in agreement of what comes up next.
Wistoria? I love Witch at Atelier. This is my new free run. Unless, what, Invincible?
Yeah.
Invincible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
This episode is so goddamn stupid, Danny. I am up to my fucking eyeballs with this fuck-ass universe. God damn it.
This is episode 5.
Oh, I'm so sick of Invincible, dude. I'm so sick of it.
This is post-Conquest.
Oh, I'm so fucking sick of this universe, dude. I am gonna be... Listen, everyone understands that I have a very fucking love and hate relationship with Invincible. And if we're being real, it's getting closer to hate every goddamn episode.
I don't think you like this show.
What do you mean Mark gets fucking run through with the goddamn Viltrumite special, the fucking hell stab from the third Raikage? Conquest scoops out his guts, starts pulling at him like a goddamn physical 100 challenge, gets all 99 yards of his guts out, and then they just tie his shit back together. They literally... Nolan's just like, oh, he'll be all right. Oh, he just needs to rest. I'll just use a little bit of my cloak here to tie him back together. And then Mark his guts don't go septic. They don't. He just sits there with an open stomach, loosely bandaged for 3 goddamn months. And because they're cracking eggs into his mouth and slowly feeding him. His guts just work now?
Yeah, no scar is crazy.
No scar, no nothing.
There's a bit where Oliver goes, is he getting better? And then Omni-Man goes, he's strong. He'll recover. And I wish it was like, he's strong. His spine will grow back.
Not only his organs will reconnect themselves, his skin, muscle tissue will all fucking reattach. Like, what happened to his back? It went straight through.
Yeah, I have no answer for you. I'm astounded.
We were both trying to be like, how does Mark recover from this? And you're like, I think Tech Jacket comes down and uses some kind of like nanobot. And we both forgot that fucking Tech Jacket was hidden a little capsule with Alan under the fucking playing video games for 3 months.
I can't believe Tech Jacket doesn't show up and just put him in the suit. And they're like, it healed him.
I honestly would have been better.
Yeah.
Anything would have been better than this.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking just stop injuring. Just either make him invincible or don't.
Yeah.
Oh, it's driving me up a goddamn wall.
It's tough. I mean, the whole internet's been pissed about the power scaling.
I'm filming a video about it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, Invincible, even the comic, even when I was a child, I'm like, this is some of the worst death baiting in all of media that I've seen.
Yeah.
And yeah, right now there's this thing with Robert Kirkman where people are like trying to give him outs. Have you heard of adrenaline theory?
Where what? Like if you have adrenaline, you can be stronger?
Yes. I mean, that's just our real world adrenaline theory. But like, there's a theory that the Invincible fandom had where the reason Mark was able to like defeat so many Viltrumites is because Viltrumites don't have adrenaline, like biologically, and he does. Because Mark keeps ending up in situations where all of a sudden he's more powerful than his opponent, and that's what wins it for him. And that would answer a lot of this shit, like why he was able to choke out Conquest before Conquest de-gutted him, you know? And Robert Kirkman was like, oh, these dumb power scalers, this and that. So everyone's pissed at Robert Kirkman.
Brother, you write an action comic? Like, I get it. You're, like, focusing on the storytelling and all of that. There needs to be consistency in power. Otherwise, nothing means anything.
No, it's gotten ridiculous. And you're right, nothing does mean anything. Because everything is just as much of a problem as they deem it randomly.
Yes.
Like,
we have no ability to be like, Mark should be able to beat an SNL because like X and Y and Z, and Alan, like, oh, that's a lower ranking Viltrumite. Alan should be able to because he did this and fucking but instead, like, we see Nolan struggling. And listen, everyone was pissed about Nolan not being able to fly off the planet when he was fighting those the screaming ice monster things. Everyone was like, oh, how was he able to sit on the edge of an event horizon and not escape a planet before a jumping entity can catch up with him? But like, what they forget is that like that planet is very specifically said to have ridiculously high gravity. That's why all the things are so powerful. Probably less powerful than the event horizon of a black hole. Yeah. But like there's at least an excuse there. Every time I see a Viltrumite struggle with something, I'm like, why is the Coalition of why wasn't this in Nolan's books?
I know, they really don't feel that strong.
No.
Like, it's like, oh, well, Omni-Man destroyed a whole city, destroyed all of Chicago when he fought Invincible.
He lit an atmosphere on fire by flying. He literally goes to Traxxas, lights an atmosphere on fire. Like, it's just flying through the ground to all of that. And then he's like, this bug, Oliver, it's going to take 7 I have to be consumed by this bug to eat it, to kill it.
Yeah, that's true. He destroyed a whole planet in like episode 2. You're right. But because I was going to say, yeah, it's like, it's so hard to actually respect or fear Viltrumites in the show. Because it's all over the fucking place. Like, yeah, he'll go up against some random tentacle monster and be like, this is gonna kill me. Mm-hmm. And then, yeah, extinct an entire planet.
Yes. And then, like, there's also just such inconsistencies. And, like, it takes 6 people to carry the Viltrumite ship. But, like, we've seen Omni-Man pick up a mountain. We've seen Mark seasons ago pick up a gigantic glacier. Like, the entire thing where Mark is, like, 42% stronger and 66% faster. And then, like, there's just no quantifiable increase to any abilities. There's no linear power scaling. And like, I get it. Power scaling is not important. Like well,
it's a little important because none of this shit matters.
It's not important to Robert Kirkman, is what I was trying to say. It's not important to him, but like it has to be because like power is a part of storytelling in an action-based comic. Yeah. It just is. When the fucking plot like engine of your series is combat. Yeah. That has to be a consideration.
Well, the story's about power scaling, even if he doesn't realize that somehow.
Yes.
Like the whole bit of the story is that Viltrumites are like the most terrifying empire in the entire universe.
Yeah.
But there's only 50 of them.
Yeah.
So like that's power scaling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Being like, oh, are they still like as imposing with only 50? Maybe if we get this guy and this guy and this guy, then we can beat them. But like otherwise it's literally filler if we don't have like a tangible, like them recruiting a bunch of people is actual filler if we don't know if those people can even do anything to them.
Which Tech Jacket literally cannot. Like, Tech Jacket is there to fight against enslaved people and kill them. Yeah. Like, that's all Tech Jacket does is just blast away enslaved people that are like literally, like, Omni-Man's like, try not to kill him, and then we cut to Tech Jacket just, like, fucking plasma bombing 7 of them.
Yeah, and it's like, if the bit with Viltrumites is that it's like, oh, each Viltrumite, like, soldier is, 100 times stronger than anything Earth has. And then Thrag is the top of that. It's like, yeah, what is gathering all of these nobodies even going to do then? You know, if you scaled them so high and then you're just lying about it, you know?
And then, but like, there's also just some of them are getting pieced. Like, and then it feels like every fight where we see the Viltrumites versus the good guys, like the Planet Coalition, like Space Racer just blows away fucking Fu Manchu guy. Yeah. Everyone was like, R.I.P. my John Invincible. I forget what his name actually was. But like, he gets blown away with his gun, and it's like, my God, that like fucking, so Viltrumites aren't that strong. They're not imposing. Well, I get it. Space Racer and his Infinity Gun are obviously ridiculous, but like, that's still a person they have, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't know. It's insane. It's absolutely insane to me. I also wrote, when the hell is Alan gonna step up? Alan, what do you mean? Alan doesn't do fucking diddly, dog. They gave him the biggest biceps known, like hilarious, like inconveniently sized biceps, and he's just doing nothing with them.
I guess they keep running into like filler Viltrumites.
Yeah, and there's like 4 of them.
Yeah.
And listen, the parts of this episode are very fun. Once we stop doing the fucking Arctic Monkeys montage while Oliver and Nolan learn how to be a family. Did you catch that? It was like the most Arctic Monkeys ass song they played over this montage here. And then they acknowledge that Oliver wants to fuck a lobster, and then that's where eventually the episode got fun.
Did you like that?
I loved it.
Where he's like, I wanted to fuck that lobster, and then I ate it.
Yeah, he was
like a real Viltrumite.
Yeah, like that's true. Like everything is ours. He's like, it made me feel fuzzy, but don't worry, Pop, I still killed it. Yeah. So like, fucking Tech Jacket, count your days, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the fight itself on not Thraxis, Themestria. Yeah. The fight on Themestria is very fun.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
It's good. There's a lot of complaints from people talking about the Viltrumite retreat doesn't look as good in the show as it does in the comic.
I mean, fucking what does?
Which is just, I'm sorry, that's just life.
Yeah, welcome to season 4 of Invincible, this doesn't look nearly as good as the comic.
And it probably never will.
Yeah, definitely never will. This is just the art style. It just has like a fucking not equivalent art style, and everyone has to get over that.
What if season 5, Robert Kirkman's like, All right. Like, fucking, okay. Send it to Japan. Get it done over there.
Yeah, fucking do it, please. Have you
No.
seen what people are mad about Thrag with?
No.
Look, Thrag has always looked like White Drake. Thrag is the king of.
I know who Thrag is. Yeah.
In the show, he has such a round little deviled egg of a face.
Yeah.
Let me show you a comparison.
Have you seen people reanimating the episodes?
Yeah, I mean, it's always sick, and like the animators always come out and are like, oh, well, actually, blah, blah. But it's like, it's always annoying to me, this discourse, which happens every year now. It's cyclical. But it's like, people complain that it doesn't look that good. And then the animators come out and they're like, well, actually, it can't look that good because there's this many details. And also, like, we have this budget and this time.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's such an understanding that Amazon's the issue.
Yep.
And so anytime
no one's like, oh, hey, creatives, fuck you. It's Amazon.
So it's like this back and forth, like, snark is like just pissing me off now. Because it's like, hey, instead of being like, well, it has to look like this, it'd be sick if you're like, yeah, like, we're capable of better.
Yeah.
Amazon's just dicking us.
Yeah, it's like, hey, today's version of the East India Trading Company is not giving enough money to Invincible to make it better looking.
Yeah, because it's just like, I don't know. And then there's all this like, oh, well, it's not that it looks bad. It's just like doing Ryan Otley's art style. And there were two artists who did the Invincible comic.
Gotcha.
And I won't say which is like better, but like whatever. But it's like,
well, if they're doing Ryan Otley's art style and I've seen the other art style, I'll go ahead and say it. It's not Ryan Otley's.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like art's subjective, but I don't know.
Trying to get Ryan Otley on the podcast here?
No, because I genuinely believe art is subjective, but I'm also like so annoyed at all of the like cope because it's like so fine to be like, hey, the comic looks great. People are putting in like better work where they're just shading the show.
Yeah.
Like it just is a little shading and a little extra detail.
Mm-hmm.
We know it's not the animator's fault solely.
Yeah.
Let people bitch at Amazon. It's
100%.
okay.
Yeah, like listen, Jeff Bezos he's gonna sleep just fine if we're like, fuck you, spend more money on this. But yeah, one guy did a recoloration.
It's Thrag. He's got like a little baby face.
He's truly he's eggular.
He's very eggular. And then in the comic, he's got like a way sharper jaw.
Oh my God.
Well, this is where it's like not about the artist, or it's not about the animation. It's just the art style is like
you can't have
less
a sharper
imposing.
job. You can't have a sharper job without shading. That's the thing.
Yeah, you can. It's just the difference between a curve and a sharp edge.
I guess, but like if they literally took the Thrag we have and just like contoured the bottom of his cheek, they could give him a sharper jaw.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, 100%. But I'm saying like it goes beyond like it's kind of the same thing. Like where it's like, oh, there's no shading, there's no facial expressions, there's no lighting. It's like one guy did lighting of an entire episode in 1 week.
Oh, really?
In 1 week. And he was like, so clearly it's not a time issue. It's not a constraint issue. Like it's like, I for the Conquest versus Mark episode, he just changed the lighting, looked substantially better.
Yeah, just like hire 6 more people, you know? Like
truly you can afford it, I'm sure.
Stop spending it on like A-list celebrity non-voice actors.
Yeah.
The main cast are good.
Alan didn't have to be Seth Rogen.
Alan does not need to be Seth Rogen. The main cast is good, but like any ancillary character that I'm like, oh, I know them, that pisses me off.
Simply doesn't need to happen. Every time I hear Alan, like Seth Rogen is doing a good job with Alan, but it's also just him doing Seth Rogen.
I mean, he's good, but if he's like sucking up like $3 million of the budget, then get his ass out of it.
Fucking yeah, give that to some Japanese studio to animate. You $3 million an episode. You're getting seasons out of a fucking Japanese studio.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
There's a bit where Oliver's like, "You said you didn't love my other mom," and I wanted Omni-Man to be like, just like, Oliver, I lie to all of the women in my life. What do you want me to feel about your mom? I'll tell you I felt it.
Listen, that is the most, like, he was just like, no, I was lying to her. And then, like, Debbie comes out and she was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, he's like...
That was a real, like, Chris Hansen moment where Debbie comes out like, we got you.
Yeah.
Omni-Man is the most fucking people pleaser ass I've ever seen in my life.
I know. I love him being like, no, I didn't lie to your mom. I lied to Debbie about lying to your mom.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you want me to say right now?
Like, also, I'm lying.
Yeah, right now, maybe. I'm gonna go ahead and cover my bases here.
At one point he goes, Omni-Man goes, "You'll starve to death if you don't eat something." And then Oliver goes, "I wish." You will. What do you mean you
But
wish?
also he lasts weeks.
Yeah, also
weeks
he lasts
without
weeks.
eating. Like fucking like he almost pulled it off, actually.
Yeah, that was just a funny line.
I hate the beards. I hate the beard on Mark specifically.
I like it.
I just it made me uncomfortable. It reminded me of my past.
I like
them focusing on Oliver's beard and then being like, he's like, yeah, I'm growing a little bit. That I related to.
that Mark can grow a beard. Or I like that they show him with one because it makes it feel like time is passing.
100%.
That's one of the cooler gimmicks of Invincible is that, like, back in its day when the comic released, like, Spider-Man never aged and shit. And so, like, having it start where he's in high school and now he's, like, what a post-grad would be. Like, he's probably, like, 23, 24 at this point.
He's 20. He couldn't drink. When they all get together at dinner, they don't serve Mark alcohol because he can't drink yet. He's 20 years old.
Well, regardless, he's older than high school.
Yes, because he went to like 1 year of college.
Yeah.
So he's like 20 years old.
Still, it's cool that he's aging, and like high school him probably wouldn't have been able to grow that beard.
Probably not. Yeah, that incredible, luscious beard.
I think it's cool enough. People are riding him about the beard, and it's like,
he's fucking half Asian, and usually Asian people don't grow great beards.
well, he actually. It's funny because I've been seeing videos.
Which is wild because Nolan grows the fuck out of a beard.
Invincible beard. I've been seeing people being like, "Oh, that's so funny." They gave him like a Korean type of beard.
Yeah.
He can't grow one in the comics where he's white either.
Wait, is he white in the comics?
Yeah.
Wait, like is Debbie white in the
I think
comics?
Debbie's just straight up white. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
I mean, otherwise, I don't think they like mention her race, but like, I think he's meant to be white.
Yeah, they don't really ever bring up the fact that like Debbie is Korean or anything like that. The only time they ever really touch on it is like when they cook dinner and it's like a bunch of like Korean side dishes and stuff.
It's just the fact that it's like Sandra Oh and Steven Yeun, like they've gotten the same like ethnic people.
That makes sense. Well, I mean, that's pretty much all I have for this. I mean, it was a fine episode. Last week, the fight is awesome. I loved watching Mr. Krabs fight against Optimus Prime.
Yeah, true.
That was wild.
That's fair.
Also, don't Viltrumites get stronger the older they get?
Yeah.
So
he should be the strong. I don't know. Whatever. Robert Kirkman doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Like, if you are bald, if you're a bald Viltrumite, because like that's the whole idea that like why Conquest was so strong because he was super old. And like I get it, like Thrag's the #1 top G, whatever the fuck. Like I get it, like he can beat the strongest, but I'm like, no wonder Thaddeus or Thaddeus or whatever his name is, like beating the brakes off General
Krabs,
something like that, because like he's old.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like the episode enough. I'm used to Invincible's bullshit because I read the comic, but it is funny seeing people like, and I'm also like in between on the bullshit where it's like some of it I'm like, that's the point of Invincible, and the other I'm like, yeah, the power scaling's whack and the death baiting's stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Cool. All right, you want to talk about Wistoria?
Show.
You finished that. You finally finished season 1.
I watched all of season 1.
For context, for those of you who haven't been with us for all that long, me and Danny used to do homework and we used to assign anime to each other. The reason we haven't done it in a while is because we simply had too much shit to watch in the last couple of seasons.
I also just don't do it.
You also, and the reason is Danny just simply didn't do it. And the last thing I ever assigned Danny was season 1 of Wistoria, and he watched, I think, episode 2 5 times.
Yes. Because it's awesome.
I
like the bit where he's like conducting in the sky.
Yep, 100%.
Severus Snake.
Yep. This is Edward when he's battling against the the long-haired black dude, the black-haired guy. Yeah. How did you like season 1? Now that it's done,
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I get what you were saying, where you're like, this is just like a generic wizard fantasy slop kind of anime.
100%. Yes.
It's carried by the fact that Will is like hard as fuck.
Yes.
Will Surfboard, the protagonist,
of course,
is really fucking cool.
My exact quote on it is it's Harry Potter if Harry Potter was likable. Like if it's Harry Potter if Harry Potter as a character was likable. Because like it is the most classic like zero to hero magic school story of all time. But its animation is gorgeous, its art style is fantastic, and its MC is lovable as shit. Like there's like, it's not like he's some douchey like, oh, they bullied me so I hate them. He's this golden ray of sunshine who's using what he has access to try and like just like see an old friend again, basically. And you're like, oh, I love you. In the same way that like Jin Woo is kind of the best part about Solo Leveling in terms of like, wow, he's the first power fantasy likable MC. To me, Will is like the first truly likable magic school MC. Like I like,
Asta counts.
They spend
Every school counts.
They spend exactly 0 time in school in Black Clover.
You're telling me My Hero doesn't count as a magic school?
No, I actually don't.
Okay.
I would say it falls in the superhero category. Like, I would say magic school and superhero school are distinctly different categories.
What's the difference between magic and a power?
Wand.
Okay.
Wand, absolutely.
How many
Also,
wand-based shows have you
how
seen?
many elves are in, like there's always elf discourse. They're like, oh, where'd you get this magic? This magic came from like...
My Hero has elves. Heteromorphs. Might as well be an elf. Why not?
May as well definitely not be an
It's
elf.
the same thing.
The entire discourse surrounding elves is, wow, they're too fuckable. The entire discourse around heteromorphs is that you want them shunned.
Well, that's my discourse.
You want them in a different part of town.
The dwarf discourse.
I guess that's fair, but that's not... Dwarves are... That's the entire backbone of Wistoria is that, like, Will is a dwarf, basically.
Yeah.
Different. Sky High versus Harry Potter. And to me, Sky High better.
It's like the same.
It's
like the same thing.
Because they're all found. It's foundation on the same power system.
The main difference, yes, is what you just said, is that everybody's working with the same toolkit.
Yes.
But not really in Wistoria. One of my issues with it
is that the magic system is too vast.
No, are you joking?
What do you mean? There's 5 elements.
Yeah. That's vast?
Well, it's not that, I'm Danny Motta, and I'm those witch-hat atelier pill developer. I haven't seen them draw 1 rune. It's vaster than fucking Harry Potter.
I guess? Not really?
Harry Potter has 4 spells.
Harry Potter
and 3 of them are forbidden.
There's a lot of spells, a lot are redundant, but it's like, Wistoria was disappointing when they were like, oh, here are the antagonist characters. Ice Wizard, Fire Wizard, Wind Wizard. Wow, this is the peak of creativity.
Okay,
here.
what about Sword Wizard?
Okay.
What about there's Sword Wizard?
Yeah.
There's Illusory Wizard?
I just saw Sword Wizard, and it was called Sentenced to be a Hero, and it was better.
That sword, he is definitely a sword wizard, that's fair. Will is also kind of a sword wizard, but there's also the guy, am I mixing this up with Mashal? I might be mixing this up, because there's a guy in either Mashal or Wistoria who can summon a fuck ton of swords. It's Mashal.
It's Mashal.
Never mind.
That didn't happen.
No, that's
the
fair.
most creative one is the...
Elf.
The Snape... Elf is just wind magic,
It's
kind of, as far as
illusory
I
magic.
know.
It's genjutsu.
They all do genjutsu a little bit.
It's some elf shit.
Well, but no, I mean, like, the ice guy also does genjutsu. Except
But
the
the way he
illusions
uses
are real.
ice magic is kind of fun.
No, it's fun. But I mean, it's like My Hero is so exciting because everyone's power is like so fucking weird.
Yeah,
usually.
you have Godzilla, you have Windex, you have sticky balls.
They're weird.
Yep.
You're proving me right. Grenade
weird.
for hands is better than just fire. At least they got their ice and fire guy out of the way with one dude.
Well, okay, but let's not sit here and act like there isn't 5 other fire heroes. Endeavor has an entire hero agency built around other people with fire
Endeavor's his
ability.
fucking dad. No shit, he does fire.
Fucking, there's an ice guy. There's an ice guy in the bad guys. The hooded dude who looks like one of the ice climbers.
When's he show up? Like season 11?
Yes, season 11. Yeah, Vigilante's 2nd season.
Yeah. Oh, Vigilantes.
No, it's fucking. He's in the My Hero Academia or My
Hero Academia.
My Villain Academia, season 5 and on.
Yeah, season 5.
Oh, I'm sorry. You want more Spinner? You want more You want some more Teenage Mutant Ninja Lizards?
There's no way you're arguing that Wistoria is like brimming with magic creativity. It's the fire guy makes a big fire burn. The ice guy throws a bunch of ice.
I'm not saying it's like, but like for magical, like it's like it falls within, I'd say, 55 to 62 percentile of magic school creativity.
What does that even fucking mean?
I mean, like, in terms of magical school animes, the creativity of the power system in Wistoria is in the 55th to the 62nd percentile. It's not the most creative, but it's not the least creative.
It might be the least creative.
It's not the least creative. It's got the Magia Vanders. All of the bad guys have like the fucking writing abilities. We're talking about forbidden magic. We're doing forbidden magic arc.
Yeah, for sure.
It's straight down the middle.
It's cool, but it's also just Black Clover.
I guess.
Black Clover is also like, oh, he's the ice one. He's the wind one. He's the lightning psychopath.
There's
talking
also,
about luck.
Talking about luck, but there's also teleportation magic. There's illusory magic. There's healing magic. There's plant magic. There's blood magic. There's fucking...
In Wistoria?
No, in fucking
Black Clover?
Yeah. There's tons of...
Eventually, I'm sure.
You want them to be like, oh, hey, here's 40 episodes on runes?
What, you want me to review season 7 of Wistoria when all I watched was season 1? I'm telling you, in season 1,
episodes.
They're like, oh, here are the guys you're gonna have to fight. Ice guy, fire guy.
Go ahead and tell me.
I'm gonna be on the edge of my seat.
What are the 5 sigils of Witch Hat Atelier? Just read them off for me, if you don't mind.
It's so much better.
It's
so much
Go ahead
better.
and tell me the 5
It's so much
core
better.
sigils of Witch
You're
Hat
a
Atelier.
psychopath? Them doing the shoes? They did the shoes this episode.
Oh, and what is that? Is that wind magic, Daniel?
I don't know. What is it? Fire, probably?
It's absolutely just wind magic.
Is he? You could probably get away with it being fire. It's a
could.
rocket.
You could.
Yeah.
Zuko
it is
did
wind.
it.
Yeah, because on the... No, I wonder if it's wind on the sail, but not on the shoes.
I'm assuming it's probably both.
I don't know. Anyway.
Earth, wind,
Yeah.
fire,
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
The other light, the other one. Oh, wow. They definitely just throw a fucking a couple darts at a dartboard, listed elements to maybe choose an anime.
Yeah, I think it's boring. I wish it was like the Naruto technique where it's like, this guy's dogs, this guy's sand, this guy is a puppet that slices you up.
Yeah, this guy's bugs, that girl's eyeballs, that guy's eyeballs. Yeah.
Whose eyeballs?
Hinata. She pokes. That
just
girl's
punches.
acupuncture.
Picking the most boring examples.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's this
Neji and Hinata.
These guy and girl have eyes that zoom fucking a kilometer away, seeing 360 degrees, and are gonna poke you 300 times and shut down your chakra system. That's boring to you?
It's more boring than like
dogs?
Shikamaru.
Akamaru's first shown ability is piss. It's piss, Daniel.
That's cool.
Keep it loose to a fart.
It's more clever than what we've seen 1,000 times elsewhere. Anyway.
I don't even know what your point is anymore.
That I wish it wasn't just fire and wind and shit.
What do you want it to be?
Anything else?
Fucking what?
Something different.
Give me a different right now. Give me a basis for a magic system.
A basis?
A basis
it
for
can be like founded in elements. That's fine. Witch Hat Atelier is proving that that's fine. So they're doing something clever with it.
Yeah.
This is literally just the fire guy is gonna shoot a fireball at you or send a fire bird.
Yes. Ice guy makes ice guys.
Is this your first show you've ever seen?
No, it's not my first show I've
What?
ever. I literally said it's the middle percentile. I said it's good for what it is.
What's
but
less creative?
Mashal.
I don't know.
That's not true. Mashal's more creative. It has a music guy. It has a really cool music guy. Mashal's more creative.
Okay.
Less creative. Demon School of Rumakun. I went to Demon School.
Slayer?
I'm the demon. There's the
Even Demon Slayer, though, is like, hey, there's a bugs one. There's a love one.
Yep.
It's not just the 5 elements we've seen in everything. They
mean,
got them. They got fire and
they
such,
got fire.
But
I mean, all of them start from the core elements. And none of the fucking creative ones make it anywhere. Oh, the love one, the bug one.
But they're there.
I guess.
That's cool. The most creative one is the professor, whose power is like snakes and darkness, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're hating on Wistoria. I can't believe.
I made a mild critique, and you're like, actually, it revolutionized anime.
I didn't realize it. My point is that it's middle of the road creative. That's it. 55 to 62% creative.
Like, actually, this is Hayao Miyazaki's canceled project.
Don't even get me started on fucking Ghibli and what Wistoria is doing. The fucking the goddamn Kiki's delivery service, but instead of a broom, she gets Aang's glider.
Ah.
You bitch.
You bitch.
You bitch. Don't even. I fucking missed Wistoria and you're shitting all over it.
Anyway, I like.
Danny hates the show where canonically the main character can either be shipped with a boy or a girl. Classic.
Will's roommate is so goddamn thirsty.
Oh, yeah, dude. Fucking, he's like, we bath together all the time. It's like, hell yeah, dude.
One of my notes was, what's his name? Rusty?
Roasty? Yeah.
It was, Roasty's cock mentioned, and it's huge.
Yes.
There's a bit, yeah, where
Roasty's like...
Will is like, yeah, as for if he's a guy, don't worry, there's proof. And she's like, what do you mean proof? And he's like, it's actually bigger than mine.
I didn't remember that at all.
I watched the dub.
That's fantastic. I think I'm watching the sub right now and it sounds familiar. I don't actually remember what I watched.
You never know.
But yeah, Rusty wants him, but Colette also wants him. I mean, Colette tried to kiss Will while he was
Colette
asleep
tried
in
to
this episode.
sexually assault him this episode.
And Rusty's like, hey, I do that. Hey, fucking back up, that's mine.
Yeah, I love that Will's like, yeah, we just platonically crank it in the bathroom.
I mean, listen, they've been in high school together for like 6 years now. They've been in magical school. I'm assuming they've been roommates that entire time. Yeah. They're almost legally married.
Yeah.
They're 4 years away from a common law marriage.
Yeah.
And fucking, I think Will would let that happen. Fucking, opening of season 2 is crazy though.
Yeah.
Crazy. Because we see that Will doesn't get to go to the tower, which is fair because I thought it was happening too fast anyways. And then the sky breaks. What do you think's gonna happen with the sky?
Oh, I don't fucking know. I'm not a theory guy, you know that.
I guess. I'm assuming whatever like is behind the sky is actually like not all that bad.
Well, they talked about that they have to keep the sky held, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
That's like the whole idea of the Magia Vander.
Yeah, that's not all that bad. I'm trying to remember what the reasoning for why the sky has to be held, like the reason they gave.
There's some like celestial beings out there that are like gonna find them if they're not like within the confines of the bubble, basically.
Yeah, do you think it's gonna be like an Attack on Titan or Promised Neverland situation?
Anytime I see a wall, I'm like, we should be out of it.
Yeah, where like they go and meet other civilizations. They're like, you're from the Wall City, you fucking moron.
Yeah, well, hey, buddy, we just been leaving you alone because we have a way cooler magic out here.
Yeah.
You know, you could combine them. They're shaming you for swords. We have guns.
I was going to say, I feel like there's no way that's the twist because we would have heard about that twist like years ago
100%.
when it happened in the manga.
Yeah.
But like,
not like Wistoria of Wind or of fucking Magic and Sword is the most popular manga on Earth.
We'd probably have heard of it though. If that were the crazy twist. Because I hear about Wistoria a lot when people are like, underrated anime of like this year.
It's very underrated.
Yeah.
It's very good.
It's
cool.
fun.
So we'll be keeping up with it, but let's go ahead and get to your anime.
Wait, real quick.
Yeah?
I'm not done.
Okay.
I like, first off, did having the like Professor of the Dark Arts teacher give kind of his reasoning for being mean to Will, did that change your opinions on him?
Oh, where I was like, he was like, you need, he's like, I can't have somebody incompetent being out there, somebody who doesn't know what it feels like to be magic.
Yeah.
Fucking, no, I was evil. That was, listen, I always with Snape characters, you're like, oh, well, like, maybe he's just being mean because he's actually the good guy. This guy just seems evil.
I don't know. I thought that was him being like, you're all being irresponsible. You're going to get this kid killed. Because he was like, I won't, like, nipping a dream that can never happen in the bud.
Is kindness?
Is kindness.
Well, we kind of got the same thing with Ago in Witch Hat Atelier, whose name I still refuse to say correctly.
Okay.
But we got the same thing with her where she was like, oh, well, you need to pass this test kind of thing. And if you can't pass this test, you don't deserve to be an apprentice. But meanwhile, Will's clearing final boss level threats in the dungeon like every other day to try and pass, like kind of thing. Like all he's doing is selfishly like applying his worldview to Will, even though Will has done everything in his power to prove everybody else with that worldview is incorrect.
Right.
So like, oh, like, is he trying to be kindness? Sure. But like everybody believes they're the good guy in their own head.
Yeah.
You know, so like, is he the good guy? No. Like, he's just like, there's a mountain of evidence proving that Will is ready to go to the tower. He just doesn't like how he's going to get there.
Yeah.
And so he's inflicting his own, he's putting his own worldview on Will. And everybody, like literally everybody else in the story that Will has met, that has spent time with Will, has realized they were wrong.
Yeah.
Like all of his enemies have now become at least like, not friends, but like they at least respect him as like a strong person. And so no, fucking Snape's still an asshole.
Okay.
All right, can we talk about Witch Hat Atelier, which apparently is your...
Oh wait, sorry, last thing.
Okay.
I love the scene where Will beats the shit out of Floyd in season 1. Floyd's his name, right?
The
Wait.
Yeah, the fire one, right?
No, the blue guy.
The blue guy.
Yeah, Fire Scion.
Mhm.
Not Floyd. What the fuck is his name?
Lloyd?
Lucian.
Lucian.
Yeah.
That's it's an ice ass
Not
name.
even close.
Yeah, he beats the brakes off
Where
him, dude.
he makes all of these clones and then Will fucking in like one long shot just goes through all 8 of them.
Yeah.
It's the best episode of the whole season.
My favorite sequence is that when Rusty makes him that string bomb and he strings it around like
in episode 3, yeah.
the huge ice thing, dude. There's so many. Every episode of season 1. This is the only episode of Wistoria that doesn't have a ridiculous fight.
That's true, and that's not necessarily concerning,
No.
but I'm excited to see if like the crazy animation team is back.
I
or
mean, they
not.
literally just showed us that like an invasion's happening.
Yeah,
so there's probably
exactly.
going to be some crazy fights upcoming.
I'm also excited for that because like season 1 has a bit too much of like they fight a big monster.
Yes.
Like it's a little too solo
We have to clear
leveling.
this dungeon kind of thing.
Yeah, and that's why my favorite bit is the festival where he goes up against Lucian because it's
Yeah.
like a one-on-one. My other issue with Wistoria is I love the idea of like a Rock Lee type character where
Yeah.
he's like he's got to work really hard in a magical world and he has no magic.
Yeah.
I want them to like ground Will by like 10% because they just make him a superhero.
Yeah.
You know, they're like he's not magic, but like he might as well be. He's like zipping around and shit.
Well, the thing that a lot of like these kind of shows fall into is like, oh, he's not magic, but he has anti-magic, or he's
Yeah,
not
right.
magic, but he has the 8 gates.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. It's like so like I view Will, even though he's like ridiculously powerful, kind of as the best example of this, where it's like, oh, he's not magic, but like he's just strong.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Rock Lee is like, yeah, he's got the 8th gates and
Yeah.
stuff.
Asta's like, oh well, he can nullify all magic, and it's like, okay, well that's magic.
Asta's the worst one.
Yeah, that's objectively the best kind of magic. Actually,
I just want to see Rock Lee works well. It's not that Will isn't like desperate,
yeah.
but I'd love to see like instead of him like doing these like Yuji style flips all over the place
Yeah.
and making it look effortless, I want to see like him bobbing and weaving and
Yeah.
like really like calculating. Like I want to see that he is more aware than
Yeah.
everybody else,
Mhm.
and see just how terrifying that is.
Yeah.
Especially because like there's a bit where Lucian like throws a glacier onto him,
Yeah.
and then he like carves it in half, and Lucian's like, "How'd you survive that?" And he just has no answer.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of moments like that where it's like they're like, "That'll kill a human," and it doesn't, and it's like, I get he's strong, but
Is he that strong?
yeah, like I just want to see some calculations going in his head.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, anytime that like it's more explained, anytime
Yeah,
you
it's
get better
cooler.
choreography, more like explanation, be like, this is why this character's good. Never a bad thing.
I want him to do like Megumi season 3 type shit,
Yes.
where like he is clearly way more strategic than everybody else
Yes.
because he has to be.
And there's desperation.
Yeah,
There
exactly.
needs to be desperation.
Anyway,
Gotcha. Now
Witch
we
Hat.
can talk Witch Hat Atelier,
Episode
which you think is
3.
the best episode of the season.
Of the season.
Or of
the week.
this week, yes.
Yeah, right?
100%.
That's pretty great.
This episode, I was watching it, and I'm not going to say which app I downloaded, but I downloaded an app to try and put a bet on this winning anime of the year in 2026.
Okay.
And there was no bet. Like nobody had bet on it yet.
Right.
It's way too early, but this is going to be head to head with JJK season 3.
Chainsaw Man comes out this year, so that's tough.
It comes out this year.
Yeah. So withdraw that money.
There was no bet, so
Yeah.
it wasn't
Yeah.
like a thing. I
JJK
don't also think in a head-to-head competition, JJK still probably beats Chainsaw Man, even regardless of how good it'll be.
I mean, it ends up as a popularity contest.
And JJK is the most popular.
Yeah, it's JJK. If Frieren gets nominated, then like that has a chance just out of spite,
Yes,
you know?
100%. Especially considering the fact that, like, oh, soul leveling. Like, everyone was like, oh, it should have won over soul leveling, which probably amped to how a lot of people feel about Frieren. They're like, oh, we're underappreciating Frieren's greatness. Maybe we do a corrective vote here.
That's how I feel. Yeah. But I think this is gonna like I've been saying it. This is gonna be like one of the biggest anime of the year.
I think there's probably I'm trying to like make Invincible look as bad as possible, Max. And I think
know.
so. Like watching, like everyone was like, oh, watching Invincible and then watching JJK is pain. Like it's like oh, you can't go JJK to Invincible. You have to go the other way around. This might be worse. This is a Ghibli film every week. There's a sequence where Coco is like, she like dips her ink on a rock and she's doing like this long pull, a long pull on her like mud-soaked cloak and all of that. And her mother's ghost is holding on to her, and it's like swelling music, and there's this like gorgeous moment. And like while she's drawing for like Bug Films, which we'll talk about in a second, decided like we need to animate 2 hairs falling from her ear as she does this. And I'm like, if they did half the amount of effort they did in this sequence alone for Invincible, the fandom would implode.
Yeah.
They would implode. It is gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's really good. I mean, yeah, there's a bit in episode 1 where Kefri is like feeling up the fabric that she cut for him. It's like 1,000 frames drawn for
It's like
it.
Stark's cloak.
Yeah, like but that moment that you pointed out is like one of the highlight moments where it's like shot is like directly on her and she's doing like the straightest line you've ever seen.
Yeah.
That's great. When she's using like Aang's wind glider, that's just sick as hell.
Yeah.
I feel like that's harder than a sailboat.
100%.
No, that's harder than the shoes. I think.
I'd say so, especially because it's like the way that she oriented it right was up.
Yeah.
Like she wanted to go up. She was like, oh, this air will just pull me straight up. And then like, I guess technically now the air is pulling her forward if like she's like flat, which is kind of nice. Is that just, did she make a witch's broom? Is that how she's going to get around from now on?
I have no idea.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I feel like it would take like the core strength of like a Russian gymnast to navigate that thing.
100%. Like it wouldn't be fun. I did love, I mean, also the show, it's a cute girl doing cute girl things. Like it's the genre, cute girls do cute girl things.
I don't think it is, but go on.
It's super absolutely is.
What's the criteria? Just having a cute girl?
And
then she can do anything?
Well, it's a cute girls do cute things. Like that's like, and it's like the first 7 minutes of this episode is a girl being like, ah! Ah! Like it's just her trying to figure out how to fly. And then like there's a scene where she literally Luigi side B's through the screen.
I think you're like oversimplifying. Like this is so clearly like a plot-based
Does it
show.
have to not be a plot?
Well, that's what I'm asking. Does it have to be like slice of life to be cute girl doing cute things? Like is Madoka Magica a cute girl doing cute things show?
What part of Madoka Magica is cute things? When they fucking
wear dresses.
When they rip off mommy's head in episode 2.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. It's like this is like.
Let's see. Let's check the official seasonal anime tags
So
here.
I feel like if it's the only criteria is that like it stars girls.
Genre, fantasy, demographic, seinen. That's interesting that the demographic is seinen. That is very
Yeah, people have been saying that, which is wild.
That is wild because it's a very child appropriate show.
I think it stops being that. Did I tell you that? If you look up, before the show came out, if you looked up Witch Hat Atelier on YouTube, all you would find are videos being like, the scariest magic system in all of television.
Oh?
Or like in all of media. There are so many videos titled exactly that, about how like terrifying this magic system is, and I have no idea why.
You did a magic system video the other day, which was crazy to watch.
Yeah, it's, it's the Owl House.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, isn't that interesting? And that's why I think that scene with her foot where she's like, maybe I'll just draw it on my actual feet.
Yeah.
And the music gets real weird about it.
Yeah.
I think that's like alluding to it.
And there's like this heavy emphasis about like her taking her shoe off kind of thing. And I like through the purview of like, oh, the world is perverted. I was like, this is a lot. But at the same time, we talked about it earlier where we're like, oh, there's consequences. Like the reason it's not to be applied to humans is like there's consequences for drawing spells on your body. Like she could be cursed to have this on her forever. Like maybe the ink doesn't wash off. And now like anytime she clicks her feet, like Dorothy in Wizard of the Oz, like she's gonna blast away into the ether.
I think there's something like even more sinister about it because that was like a lot of ominousness to put into that shot for it not to be something crazy.
I mean, assuming it's outlawed for a reason, I reckon. Did you catch that all magical items in this universe are either circular or like globular or spherical?
Yeah, it's a circle-based power system.
Yeah, but like it was funny because like she hands her like the orb of water, but also the compass is also like it's a sphere, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. The window that they teleport through is
also a circle.
Yeah.
How the fuck was she supposed to do any of this without magical shoes?
I have no fucking idea.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
she has to ask. She's like, hey, Go, can you give me magical shoes? She's like, fucking, oh, I guess.
Yeah, it's impossible to do without the shoes, but then also it's like the whole test is just how good you are at the shoes.
Yeah.
Because if she
or
didn't-
how good you are, I guess, drawing a big old wind sigil.
Well, if she didn't fall into a puddle,
Yeah.
this is not a hard test. You just zip up to the top with the shoes
100%.
and then grab the flower.
Which I guess would be an indicator of how balanced you are in magic. If
Yeah.
you're good at the shoes, you've probably put some hours in.
Yeah.
If you're like, hey, listen, I need to apply a magical seal to the bottom of these shoes. Why are you using ink?
I have no idea. Well, the ink's magic.
Right? Okay.
It's witch's ink.
Fair. The ink is magic. I thought about that. There's no ink on the gigantic circular door.
I don't have an answer.
Right? I mean, so it's like, okay, cool. So clearly we can do like engravings of some sort or something. If there's one place that something is going to get rubbed off, it's the bottom of your goddamn shoes.
Yeah, that's true.
How the fuck was that? How was that circle still there ever?
I know. Unless I got fucked her.
Like gave her trick
intentionally
shoes
whack
that we're gonna,
shoes.
we're gonna like fucking fall apart on her. Gotcha. Yeah.
So that's a possibility. But I was also like, tattoo that shit into the soul.
Yeah, 100%. Like, or just like carve it in. And then I said, Jesus, how much setup goes into this cloak? And she looks so cute. There's a moment where she gets her like wizard's cloak from Coiffery. And she puts her little hat on and she puts 19 buttons on. She's like looping shit through, putting it through like 3 sets of hoops. Crazy, but she looks absolutely adorable. But the episode's basically just her stealing a flower, and it looks good. It's cute. The power system is a little bit expanded. We see her progressing. What I want to talk about is the people making the show, which is Bug Films.
Bug Films.
Who you remember the other
Zom 100?
So they made Zom 100. How many projects out of Witch Hat Atelier and Zom 100 do you think Bug Films has made?
Well, I remember Zom 100 was like, if not their first, then their second. And I think they've done something since Zom 100. So if I had to do a large guess, it's 4 total anime, and my small guess is 2, and it's just Zom 100.
It is just Zom 100 and Witch Hat Atelier.
Yeah, that's
Isn't that
insane.
fucking crazy?
Yeah.
Like they got Zom 100, which was, for all intents and purposes, not like a massive anime. Big IP in Japan, and then they just animated the shit out of it. Like all of the blood is different colors kind of thing, and they added so much imagination, creative force to it, and everyone was like, oh, you made a relative something out of a relative nothing. And then they get what is now being penned as Anime of the Year, and they are blowing it out of the water. Like doing a fantastic job. And it's so interesting because in an era where animation studios like Mappa are trying to absorb as many projects as possible, Bug Films is like, oh, we're just going to put, because they're a small team. I think they're 30 people. I think when they were doing Zom 100, Bug Films was a 30-person team. They are just putting everything they have into anime and making it super high quality. That's why they had the huge break with Zom 100, because their team just wasn't big enough to like maintain it.
Can I show you a video?
Yeah.
It's not.
Okay,
I
was gonna say, is that your ransom?
I have no idea what that was.
Yeah, some guy's got a gun to Sarah's head. I'll deal with it later.
But
Why does Witch Hat Atelier look so good? You see, Studio Bug Films knew the series would be incredibly hard to adapt the already amazing manga panels, so they planned extra storyboards than usual to map out any possible detail. They started with making Coco and Kiefer's full outfits to visualize how they would move in them, such as adding extra fabric on the side to hide them drawing seals underneath the cloak. They then got actors to dress up and move around, recording these scenes to help them animate later. Not to mention all the props created for reference, like Coco's pen and palm choir to help gauge the tool sizes. For the animation, manga author Kamoto
I don't know if this is like average or not.
Character's bone structure. So the anime put careful thought into things like nose height and silhouettes.
That
which
might
meant
be
finer
average.
detail on parts of
Yeah.
the hair and eyes during those magical scenes. In fact, they added so much into the first episode that they had to cut down on the animation to fit its runtime in the TV slot. As for music, they brought in the main composer of Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3, Yuko Kitamura, to create the atmosphere for the scenery. Now to top it all
Oh,
off,
that's
they even delayed the
not
show
good.
by 6 months to simply make it look better. Why does Witch Hat
They brought in the music composer of Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3.
that's why shit's so ominous.
I was gonna say, holy shit! Like those are Dark Souls 3 is. I'm not gonna say the darkest Dark Souls.
I don't know.
But Bloodborne's definitely the darkest fucking FromSoft game.
Yeah.
Bloodborne's just sad. That's why I haven't played it. It's
Do
just sad. It just makes me sad.
Do you think they did that knowing they'd need that person later? Like right now,
Yeah.
they're like, do some fun stuff.
Yeah.
And then they're like, we're going to need you once she
Yeah.
starts drawing on her feet.
Episode 7, we're going to start skinning these girls one at a time here.
Yeah.
We're starting with the blue-haired one.
They couldn't.
I know.
They couldn't do that.
That's why I knew this episode only ingrained your your fucking fealty to her even further.
She's awesome.
Her being like when Coco gets back, and everyone's like, "Oh, Coco, you need to eat," and she's like, "Well, first she should, and the promptest need is to take a shower." And I was like, I can see where Danny's coming from here. She's absolutely adorable.
She's great. But yeah, I don't know if other anime do that, but that is interesting that they brought in like
Actors
and dressed that. Like, it's crazy that they were like, this mangaka, because I've seen some other people talk about how like this mangaka is phenomenal at drawing fabric in a way that like you have to be an artist to understand why she's doing crazy shit.
Yeah.
And it's cool that they like recognize that and they're like, we need live references to get the fabric right. Otherwise, this is going to be a bad adaptation.
That's so interesting because like I wonder if that comes from like their own artistic endeavors where it's like, oh, either they were into fabric because like obviously like central to Coco's story is her love of fabric.
Yeah.
So it's like I wonder if it's like, oh, she wanted to make a girl who loves like working with fabric, that kind of thing, and therefore had to learn how to draw fabric, or it was like, oh, she was already fucking crushing it with fabric, or she worked with fabric before, so that it like got integrated into her story.
Well, the manga, because I was also thinking something like that, because the manga has like a very like fountain pen look to it, where I think it is done like by pen rather than like digitally.
Yeah.
And even that is thematic, where like the magic is all done with fountain pens. And so it's like
fair.
I'm like, man, you really fucking believed in your own work.
You're just making the most work for yourself out of anybody here, but like it's turning out quite well for you. But yeah, that's, I mean, a pretty fun week considering that we didn't have all that many things to watch. Should we get to our game?
Joe?
Our game today is Who Did It Better, Invincible or Anime? Let's see.
Invincible.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Always.
Who did it better, Invincible or Anime? Donutting a character. Up here we have Rengoku when he gets donated by Akaza, or Adam Eve getting donated by Conquest.
I mean, I knew it was coming from the comics, so it's like more muted from me.
Gotcha.
I think anytime a character gets donutted and they die, that's gonna be better than a
100%.
death bait.
And considering the fact that we've now seen Conquest not only donut Adam Eve, but also Mark,
He's bad at it.
He's objectively very good at it, but like aim higher.
Yeah.
Like if you have these all invincible spears, i.e. these 4 fingers, just start hitting him in the chest, hit him in the face, hit him anywhere,
right through the
go
face.
straight through the mouth, and you will kill whoever you want to. Akaza donutting Rengoku is also incredible because even after Rengoku is donutted, like it's like, oh, the fight's not done.
Dude, what was sick too is Akaza tries pulling his arm out and he doesn't even grab it. He just like clenches his abs and he can't get the arm out.
And he's like, and they're like trying to get Akaza to like stay until the sunrise. Like Tanjiro's trying to get to him and everything. That is a fantastic moment. I would say it is substantially better than the Adam Eve donut, though that one is fun, especially because Conquest brings it back up and he's like, I can't wait to feel the inside of your girlfriend again.
Wild thing to say to him.
His words, so I'm gonna go with Akaza. You?
Yeah.
Who did it better, Invincible or Anime? The redemption arc for an irredeemable dad.
Uh-oh.
This one's pretty easy. We've talked about this a couple of times.
Okay.
Endeavor or Omni-Man?
Omni-Man's currently on his like whipping tour.
Yes.
Which is great and everybody is loving.
Yes. Oh, like his whipping tour where like he walks around, everyone's like, fuck you, and all that, like in the horse you rode in on. Yeah,
everyone hates him. And that makes it feel Endeavor gets a little bit of that. Like his son hates him.
Still hates him, never forgives him.
Natsuo hates him forever.
Yes.
Which is sick. Yeah, I feel like I wanted some scenes of like Endeavor going up to Deku and being like, don't worry, we got this. And Deku's like, whoa, man, you like burned your wife.
Yeah, like, hey man, I thought Todoroki's mark was a birthmark, and then he told me, And yeah, I think you'd be adding fire onto the flame here already. So how about you see yourself out?
Or yeah, sorry, no, he drove his wife to burn Todoroki.
Yeah, drove his wife to like borderline insanity here. I mean, she also burns herself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like Endeavor's redemption story has more tact, than Omni-Man's redemption story. Because like Omni-Man,
I feel like it doesn't.
Because they're pretty similar. They're pretty similar where it's like Omni-Man goes to Debbie and asks for forgiveness and she's like, get out of here. And I guess the difference is Omni-Man has further to come back than Endeavor. Yeah. Endeavor's a bad dad, an abusive dad. Omni-Man is a genocider. Yeah. Like, and there's like way for like, it would be crazy. Like, it's not crazy for people to forgive Endeavor. Like, that's why I think the discourse around Endeavor is better, because it's like, oh, people will be like, oh, Endeavor's actually trying to make changes. And like, you look at Omni-Man as a character, no one should forgive him. There's no amount, because like Omni-Man he'll never see jail time or any actual, like, there will never be an actual step taken by Omni-Man that will redeem what he did. Even if he saves the Earth. Like even if you save the Earth, like, dude, you killed tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people. So that
billions of people. He destroyed planets.
Yes, that's the thing. So that will never be redeemed through his actions. That's why I think Endeavor's the conversation around Endeavor is technically better, because it's like, oh, conversationally we can have, like, you could have the opinion that Endeavor is redeemed. I could have it that he isn't, you know?
Yeah.
And that's like also displayed in his family perfectly, where it's like, oh, Shoto kind of forgives him, his wife kind of forgives him, his daughter kind of forgives him, his son doesn't, you know? My son's like, I'm getting married to a girl, you are not invited, you know? Right, yeah. But like, that's also like, we don't kind of like, it's not like Mark forgives Omni-Man.
Yeah.
He doesn't. It's just like, he knows he's a necessary evil. Yeah. Oliver forgives him because he doesn't understand Omni-Man, and Debbie and Art will never forgive him, kind of thing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and it's tough too when we're in the middle of Invincible, whereas like My Hero has ended. Yeah. And so we did get those like great moments of like Natsu being like, you're not coming to my wedding.
Yeah. Or him sitting outside of Dobby's like containment tank kind of thing.
Yeah, and he's like, you don't have to forgive me. And Dobby's like, kill me.
Yeah, he's like, please unplug me. Flip the switch in the corner.
But yeah, I guess you've convinced me. I'll say Endeavor.
Cool. All right. Who did it better, Invincible or anime? The Incredible Mom. We have Your Forger versus Debbie. This is a mop up for me. This isn't even close. Listen, these are two deeply attractive women.
I don't know if that's the question.
Deeply attractive women, but if you're talking about best mom here, Debbie clears.
What's the question?
Who does the trope of the Incredible Mom better? Your Forger or Debbie Grayson?
Being a better mom, though?
I'm going to say who's a better mom, yeah.
Okay, then Debbie, for sure. Yours Debbie's a bad mom.
Debbie has to deal with way more stuff. Yours not a bad mom.
She's not a bad mom.
She can't cook.
But if you gotta...
She can't, that's her one fault. It's like, she's a bad cook, so like Lloyd has to do all the cooking, and then like she's
drunk often.
She's drunk often.
I feel like
but like she protects the family.
I feel like if
loving.
Anya weren't as competent as like a 16-year-old, she'd be dead by now.
100%.
I think Yor and Lloyd aren't great parents, but it's because they're preoccupied with their other nonsense.
Lloyd's kind of a good dad.
Yeah.
Lloyd can cook. Lloyd can fucking
Your definition of everything
parents have to cook for their kids.
Parents have to be hot and they gotta cook.
That's a good start. That's a great start. You have to cook for your child.
Yeah,
unfortunately, that's a part of it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that Yor's a bad mom, but I feel like Anya is like raising herself.
Yeah, Anya's also it's a tough raise.
I guess.
Your kid can read your mind, is always freaking out, is always saying bong. Yeah. You know, like fucking to get her a dog. But like Yor is like highly protective, but it's unfortunately also like an assassin.
Well, right.
So like it's like often away from Anya or doing some bullshit in the corner and has to leave Anya to kill.
Well, that's what I mean. It's helpful that Anya has like the intelligence of like your average teenager.
Yeah.
I'll say Debbie.
Debbie's just the best. Debbie's the best. Debbie's my favorite character in Invincible, I'd say. I don't think it's even a controversial opinion.
I like Invincible.
I don't. Yeah. I'm a lukewarm on Mark right now.
I like him.
I'm Mark Warm. All right, who does it better, Invincible or anime? The loudmouth explosion character who grows so much. Bakugo or Rexplode?
That's tough. Because I was gonna be like, I never really liked Rex at all. I think he was miscast. I love Jason Manzuka.
That's closer than I would have gotten.
Love him as
Yes.
an actor. I think he was miscast though, because there's
Really?
like, it's just like,
Does he feel too old?
no, he's too like, there are like moments where it feels like he should be like serious and he's still doing his like, it's like if I were cast as like
Yeah.
Rexplode, you know, where he's like just doing his like insane over the top kind of voice in inappropriate
Yeah, he does. I mean,
moments.
he's got his voice, which is very iconic, and like I always tie it back to like Rafi or something from the League. Like he'll always be that in my mind kind of thing, or like the guy from Big Mouth and
It's
shit
in the
like
Good
that.
Place, yeah, the Big Mouth.
Yeah.
He's great in everything, but it was just like as Rexplode, I felt like he didn't have like the full range that like I was hoping from Rex.
Yeah.
And so I was
And
leaning.
does Rex grow so much?
Well, I was leaning Bakugo, but then I was like, well, Bakugo's pretty insufferable most of the show.
But Bakugo's arc, I would say, is better than Rexplode's arc, because Rexplode's arc is that he ends up with Tiny Girl eventually.
Yeah.
And like Tiny Girl and him are like, oh, we should move away from the hero life, and he's like eventually settled down after he slept with
Every Kate.
literally every woman he could. He's like, I'll go with the little one.
Yeah.
And then like after he goes with the little one, he's like, I got a crush on you, and everyone's like, well, that's growth, kind of. And like, but then he dies before he can live a life with her, kind of thing. Bakugo to me actually has like a rather insane character arc. Like we watch Bakugo go from like insufferable bully to like, oh, I respect Deku, to oh, I want to fight Deku, to oh, Deku is stronger than me, and that pisses me off. And like, hey, I want to be reinserted in the story. And we see Bakugo kind of be punished for the way that he's treated Deku, and we find out the core of all of it is like he was jealous about Deku's willingness to throw himself into the fire when he like identified himself as a coward, kind of thing. I would say Bakugo's arc is better than Rexplode's.
Yeah. Bakugo's ends really strong.
Yes.
And it's unfortunate that Rexplode, like, the only discussion happening Rex's whole legacy is just, like, has been pissed on by the flaws of Invincible, where it's like, I gotta get reminded about him because robots wearing his goddamn face and name. Rex's death is partially indicative of Invincible's whack, bad power scaling.
Because he blows himself up to kill a Viltrumite.
He blows up his skeleton to kill it in Invincible. And it's like, I buy that, like, because people are like, well, why is his skeleton uber explosive? And it's like, I don't know, maybe I've watched enough JJK to be like, because he sacrifices himself.
100%, but there's also a lot of it. Like his skeleton's a lot of material, and he's usually throwing fucking coins at people.
Yeah, and the guy's like, I'm pretty sure he's like, you know, doing a classic Viltrumite and like turning him into a puppet.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Bakugo's ends really well. I just wish Bakugo was like more sufferable between seasons like 1 through 6. Like it's not like this.
It's not linear.
It's not linear with Bakugo. It's like a flat line and then
It's
he
exponential.
spikes.
Yeah. So it kind of feels like it comes out of nowhere. But to me, I'd say it's Bakugo.
Yeah.
Who does it better, Invincible or anime? The musical score. Here we have Invincible or JJK. This is not even a question.
Invincible?
I'll
say it.
Expound, please.
I don't remember like any songs during a JJK episode, but Invincible got me into Radiohead.
Okay, that's very. You're making a really good point.
Seasons 1 and 2 of Invincible have way better soundtracks than 3 and 4. They kind of like stop doing it.
Yeah.
But 1 and 2 have like the Arctic Monkeys, Cage the Elephant.
Yeah.
Fucking Radiohead, and they use them really well.
Insufferable white guy music of the early 2000s.
You say your piece. I'll say mine.
Hurtful, don't think you need to go there. JJK is known for like the and it's like it describes like, and this person is doing this technique.
Well, that fucking Tengen's yapping over it, so it's like
every time there's music,
I'm conditioned to hate it.
That's very fair. And then everyone has their own theme music. Akari's gonna get his own theme music. We also have all the openings. We have "You Are My Special,"
which I love.
Which is a fan. You're well known for loving it. It's all that guy who made the Iris Out song.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's all him for all this, like the openings and all that. He's incredible. JJK's openings and endings are great, but also its musical score is fantastic. But Radiohead is That's a great counterpoint. Whenever Mark's just zooming around in like the early seasons, you're right. They're playing some heat.
Well, if you want to like have a counter to what I said, it's the difference between like someone like a mixtape and someone making music for the show.
Yeah.
So like JJK's original music is probably better.
Uh-huh.
I don't know either show's original music personally, unless You Are My Special, I assume was made for JJK.
Yeah.
So like Radiohead didn't make shit for Invincible.
So the conclusion this brings us to is that Devil May Cry, the anime, has the greatest musical soundtrack of all time.
How many times have you listened to that 30-minute long Evanescence song?
Many goddamn.
I don't believe you.
I've gone in I shit you not, I had to have a talk with Dorothy about my obsession with Amy Lee, the lead singer of Evanescence. Yeah, that's how you know I've been on my fucking shit, because I literally had a conversation with her and I was like, all right, this is a question I want to ask you. I was going to make a TikTok of this. What is the closest thing we have in like modern society to like real life, like mythical like beasts and or like items, right? So like think about a siren. What's the closest thing like in the modern day we have to the equivalent of a siren? Like a beautiful girl who could lure you into the water with her song. To me, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, I'm talking to you. It's prime Amy Lee. We're talking like 2006 Amy Lee. That woman just sitting on a rock.
Yeah.
I'm seasick. My sea legs haven't kicked in yet. She's just singing, I'm going under. I'm fucking slithering off the boat straight into the water. I think Amy Lee is the closest thing we've ever had to an actual siren.
Okay.
So like another question. What's the closest thing we ever got to like Thor? Or like fucking closest thing we ever got to like, I don't know, an Ishtar.
Jesus?
That's pretty good, I guess.
He was real. Hafthor Bjornsson.
Hafthor Bjornsson is probably the closest thing we've ever gotten to Thor.
Yeah.
Because in fact, he literally outlifted Thor on his log.
Anyway.
You don't have to answer it.
I can't. It's
I'm
an
just fucking,
insane question.
you're gonna Evanescence check me, dog.
I guess JJK because it's all original music.
We can do Invincible.
I like Radiohead. I love Karma Police.
Sure.
Karma Police. Arrest this man, he talks in maths, buzzes like a fridge. It's in season 2 of
Karma Police sounds like the next thing that Trump's gonna roll out to try and fucking arrest people for saying mean things about him on Reddit.
Yeah, there's a verse that's like talking about a girl with like a Hitler hairdo, and I'm like, is this anti-woke propaganda?
I don't even know.
Just a girl with short hair.
Yeah, okay, with a Hitler, I guess that's one way to say, like, yeah, you hate a fucking undercut or something.
I guess so, yeah.
All right, who did it better, Invincible or anime? Character snaps with rage. Roy Mustang snaps at Envy, or Mark kills Angstrom Levy.
Well, Angstrom's the one we're picking? Oh, yeah, because he thought he was stronger.
Yeah, he just juices him.
Well,
I don't think Colonel Mustang thought Envy was stronger. I think he was trying to find exactly how strong Envy was.
Yeah, and to be fair, Colonel Mustang literally snaps with rage.
Yes.
I guess you have to answer.
I have to answer.
Because again, it's one of those things where I'm like, oh, I kind of liked it in the comic better.
Oh.
So it let me down, but it's because I was expecting something else.
To me, this is absolutely Roy Mustang.
Yeah, it's
Roy
more
Mustang
iconic.
versus Envy, especially because it opens with Envy like turning into their gigantic form, and Colonel Mustang just like, you've just given me a bigger target, and just starts snapping their eyes. Like,
Yeah.
that's the cool part. Like, it's like, oh, Envy can regenerate, and like it like there's an acknowledgement from both parties that they are both powerful.
Yeah.
And like and then like Envy's regenerating, and Mustang's just burning away their eyes.
Yeah.
Like they turn into this little fucking noodle at the end, and he's just like about to snap away the noodle, and he has to be stopped.
Yeah.
Mark doesn't get stopped. He just juices Angstrom Levy.
Yeah, he juices the hell out of him. So that's cool.
Yeah, I think this is. I think Colonel Mustang's moment is just more iconic. Also, like, I feel like Invincible is all just Mark kind of snapping and then just beating somebody literally to a pulp.
I was gonna say I was expecting it to be the Conquest one where he headbutts him into a pulp.
Yes,
Because that one's better.
which happens, if I'm being honest, too close to him killing Angstrom Levy. I think both those sequences happen in the same season.
No.
No? Oh.
Angstrom's 2, the end of 2, and
Conquest is like
3.
middle of 3.
Yeah. End of 3.
End of 3. Yeah.
So a whole season apart.
Okay. Who does it better, Invincible or anime? The I like your body, I'll take your body character. Kenjaku / Ghetto or Robot / Rudy / Rex.
Robot, 100%.
You think that's the better scenario?
What's better.
That's
Like, how are we defining that?
at least Kenjaku's like, there's an acknowledgement that it's evil to take somebody else's body. Rudy's like, I'm you, Rex. Wow, Rex is still alive. And Rex is like, this is the weirdest fucking thing that's ever happened to me. And then they have the audacity to kill Rex. And then Rudy's like, yeah, I'm Rex now.
I love that Rex goes, this is weird. I'm not comfortable with this. And Robot's like, I'm you, so...
I know exactly how big your penis is now,
Yeah.
which makes me the 7th member of this team to know that fact.
If we go by best, meaning iconic,
Yes.
then it's Invincible.
Then it's Kenjaku.
As a fucking...
It's literally revealed that Kenjaku was Yuji's mom. That's cool. And then he takes over Geto's body and Gojo sees him and he's literally so frozen by that moment that he's able to freeze Gojo into the prison realm.
Yeah, that was a boring discussion. It's so fun ripping on Robot being Rudy.
It is fun. I will say it is fun ripping on Robot being Rudy.
I have a blast talking about that.
I also have a blast talking about the fact that Kenjaku had to get fucked by Yuji's mom to pull off his plan. Or by Yuji's dad.
Okay.
Kenjaku had
That's
to take
reasonable.
back shot. There's been so many memes about Kenjaku gasping when it came out and putting it back in order to bring his master plan together.
I just like... The Invincible one, I guess my answer will be Invincible, and yours will be JJK.
Okay.
But it's like the Invincible one's so funny because it's like so whack. None of the internet agreed with it.
Yeah.
And it was like one of these things that Robert Kirkman like could not retroactively change.
The key
and it's
wanted
so
us to be like-
ingrained in the plot.
He wanted us to be like when Sabo was revealed in One Piece after Ace's death, and everyone's like, oh, yay, Ace is back. And we're like, what the fuck is this?
It was just so like the internet was hilarious when it happened, like knowing it was coming.
Yeah.
Because I was like so used to it. I was like, oh yeah, he becomes Rudy. And all of my friends were like, what the fuck is going on in this show?
No, I'm not calling him Rex. I'm going to, like, I literally what had happened was like, I'm gonna dead name him.
Yeah, he's like at his funeral and he's like, you have to call me Rex now. Like, I've taken his name.
I hope your suit implodes.
It's Santa Claus rules. You kill a Santa, you become
You
him.
become Santa, but he didn't kill Rex.
We don't know.
That's the, well, we do know.
Who was there?
We were. Well, the
Yeah,
viewer
well, I
was.
guess.
Who does it better, Invincible or anime? The I Fought Myself in One arc, Frieren versus Frieren, or Mark versus the Marks?
This is another one where I'm like tainted by the comic because it was like my favorite arc in anything I've ever read in the comic. And so even though
I don't think you like Invincible show.
I liked it in the show. I like season 4. I loved season 3. I'm constantly fighting you about it's ugly.
Yep.
But guess what? It's been ugly since like 2019 or whatever.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous to me that I made a video in like 2021, whenever the first season came out, being like, hey, this show is barely animated and has a lot of CGI.
Yeah.
And now it's way better animated.
Yeah.
And everyone's on the animator's
And
ass.
people were on your ass for being like, this show doesn't look as good as it could when you originally made that take.
Yeah, everyone was on my ass in 2021. I'm always right, just not at the right time.
Oh, we've been vindicated several times.
And now the show genuinely looks at least like 7 out of 10, like at resting pace.
Yeah.
At worst, an episode of season 4 or 3 is 7 out of 10.
Yes.
Which is good.
There's better moments in the early seasons, like when fucking Omni-Man gets struck by like the orbital laser, him destroying the entire planet. There's moments that peak higher in the early seasons than what we're getting right now, but on a like baseline percentage, season 4 is the best looking Invincible it's ever looked.
There's no moment in season 4 or 3. People bring up when the dragon's flying towards Oliver. I didn't notice, whatever.
It's quite bad.
Other than that, there's no moment that's like taken me out and I've been like, I wish this was like, I can't believe they're not animating this big moment.
Yeah.
Whereas in season 2 and 1, I was constantly getting pulled out by moments that were like just really like rushed together.
Yeah.
So anyway, it infuriates me that now that Invincible looks at least from like good to amazing, people are on their ass.
Yeah.
What was the question?
What's better, Mark versus Marks or Frieren versus Frieren?
Oh, I liked the Invincible. That people were mad at that episode, like the Invincible War arc.
Yeah.
Because when they hear arc, they expect like a season's worth of something.
And just like, hey, this is probably 11 to 12 chapters.
Yeah. In the comic, it's 1 issue.
Oh, which is 10 chapters, right?
Chapters.
Oh, I guess it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's
not a volume.
There's no. It's all different.
Whoa.
I don't read comics.
It's like 30 pages.
Okay.
And so it's 30 pages, but every page of the Invincible War arc is really fucking good looking.
Yeah.
So it's just 30 pages of like great momentum. And it's also sandwiched between like Conquest and when he fights Immortal in the future.
Yeah.
So it's sandwiched between like really cool shit, comes back from the future, marks ahoy, you know. And also it's like the big reveal that like Angstrom Levy's back and he's doing this shit.
Yeah.
So it's wedged in a great time period. And I think people online were like, oh, I thought the Invincible War arc was going to be this massive thing.
Yeah.
And they don't realize that season 3 as a whole is like the arc.
Yeah.
Anyway, my point is Invincible wins.
I also would say Invincible wins. Freerin is a better looking fight, I would say.
It's awesome. It's the best fight in Freerin, in my opinion.
100% the best fight in Freerin, but it's also just like we need to pass the end of this trial, and it basically requires that Freerin distract other Freerin so Fern can shoot her in the goddamn head. And so I'm also going to go with the marks here.
You know what? It's not the best fight in Freerin anymore, I don't think.
I think Genau versus Revolts, yeah.
I think Genau, because that's also like intercut with like the Methods fight.
Yes, they're fighting like some crystal person or something like that. Who does it better, anime or Invincible? Death baiting, Demon Slayer versus Invincible.
What's better?
I'm gonna say who is the worst offender here, Demon Slayer or Invincible? And at this point, that I'd like to remind you that there was a moment where Nosuke is stabbed through the heart by a poison blade.
Yeah.
And because he is born in the mountains, he is not only immune kind of to poison, but also can move his guts.
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
Tanjiro's been on his last breath like 6 times.
Yeah.
Okay,
you have the Invincible ones. Also, Tanjiro was stabbed by a poison hook.
Yes, and so is oh my god, I have a tattoo of him on my leg. The Sound Hashira.
Oh yeah.
Tengen is also stabbed through Tanjiro stabbed through the
mouth.
Through the mouth. Both of his fingers are broken. He tapes his hand to a sword. Tengen's hand is cut off. His eye is slashed. He's heavily poisoned. And then everyone is saved because, oh my god, Nezuko's blood demon art is able to destroy all things demon, including poison.
Let me just see something. Is that...
But at the same time, we did just lose a Hashira in the Invincible, in the Infinity Castle arc.
Yeah, you know what? So in Invincible,
Yeah.
What are the death baits?
Angstrom Levy,
Yes.
Conquest, Mark,
Yeah.
Adam Eve. I mean, Mark a couple of times, if we're being real.
Well,
Mark,
he's invincible, so that hardly counts. But I guess Tanjiro can't count. then.
incredibly invincible.
Yeah.
Because Battle Beast almost kills him.
Yeah.
Conquest almost kills him.
Yeah, and
Conquest almost kills him.
And at least in Demon Slayer, Rengoku dies.
Rengoku dies.
And Spoiler dies in Infinity Castle.
Yes, if you haven't seen, we won't say the Hashira who dies in the Infinity Castle, but another Hashira dies.
Yeah, which already is pretty intense of a spoiler. But I will say, Invincible has all of that death baiting. Is it close to you in your mind? Because if it is, there's more death baiting in Invincible.
I'm sure there is. There's
Like-
not much more death baiting in Demon Slayer.
Yeah, so it's like, if it's close in your mind, there is like arguably...
Duplicate.
Yes, there's arguably even more like egregious death baiting to come in Invincible. So I think Invincible's the worst offender.
I think Invincible pisses me off. Because we had the conversation last week where I was like, I want Mark dead. Like I was like, at this point in time, like I don't want Mark to come back in the next episode.
Yeah.
I've never felt
because of the death bait.
Because of the death baiting. I've never felt that way with like Inosuke or anything like that. Like Inosuke's died like once. Tanjiro's died a couple of times.
Nezuko. Damn, Demon Slayer is bad with
Nezuko
it.
with the whole she gets launched into the sun and then she's immune to the sun thing was annoying. That pissed me off.
Yeah, that pissed me off. Yeah.
It's close.
Yeah, it is close.
But I think Invincible's got a longer track record of death baiting down the line.
I will say too, Invincible, it's multiple per character.
Yes.
Whereas Inosuke gets the stab.
Everybody gets one.
Everyone gets one. So like...
Because Zenitsu also gets poisoned by the spiders in his fight on the mountain when he's fighting against Ryu and all of his underlings. He gets super poisoned.
Yeah. So
I'm going to go with Invincible.
Yeah.
All right, and then our last one. Who does it better, Invincible or anime? Fuckable bug,
I knew it.
Biru from Solo Leveling, or Andressa from Omni-Man's
Omni-Man's home.
dating profile.
Show me.
Oh, you want to see Andressa?
Both.
I mean,
it's looking like Andressa.
It's really a matter of
It's
which
Andressa.
It's really a matter. I mean, as a man who likes women, then yes, of course, Andressa, who is a bug with boobs.
Hey, guess what? Biru has knives for fingers.
Biru does have knives for fingers, and knives for the rest of his body as well.
Yeah.
He also has the thing that I don't like, which is like abdomen hands.
Not mandibles.
Mandibles
yeah.
is probably not the worst thing we could call them, because
Handibles.
well, yes, definitely handles, but I don't want that. He's too hard. And Andressa is like a solid B cup, and that's something to look at if you don't want to look
just a woman with a bug for a head.
If you don't want to look at the gigantic bug face, you can look at the bug boobs.
Yeah.
And she only lives for a year, so she'll probably appreciate any amount of time you spend with her.
Yeah.
So I'm also gonna go with Andressa. Cool. All right.
Best boy?
I don't have a best boy this week. Do you?
We haven't done it in so long.
I know, because we've been busy.
What did I do? Oh, I watched Love on the Prism.
Love on the Spectrum.
Nope.
What?
Love on the Prism. Look it up.
Is it
bitch.
Is it a dating show about crystals?
It is an anime about a Japanese exchange student who moves to England in like the 1800s to join an art school, and love ensues.
This is the least Danny Motta show of all time. This is a CG show.
It's not CG.
Are you?
It looks great.
Are you sure?
I am sure.
I mean,
I'm like five episodes in.
Just because I'm saying it's CG doesn't mean I'm not saying it looks great. But like, it's just like maybe it's the lighting.
Probably.
Their faces are so white. Like their faces are so like hyper lit. They kind of look like it's like they have shading under their chin, but their faces are so bright that it kind of looks like CG. Why are you watching what appears to be what's that show? Huckleberry.
Huckleberry Finn?
Oh no, what's the show that all the girls like? And it's just about yearning and holding hands in medieval times. Not medieval times.
Huckleberry?
No.
Oh, Bridgerton?
Bridgerton.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just looks like Bridgerton the anime.
Sarah, so it's on Netflix,
and
there's the like little preview thing that it does, and it's like this girl they have to paint the sky. Right? That's like the first test of like super hard art school.
Okay.
And they have to paint the sky and the clouds. And whoever paints the best that week gets their painting hung up on, the best painting of the week wall.
Yeah.
Next to second and third place. And this girl is the new girl. She's a Japanese exchange student. It's kind of interesting because they touch on like racism, which is pretty cool.
Crazy.
But actual, like realistic racism. Where she has this friend who's British, they're all British, and her friend is like, oh, don't worry. Like, she's super nice to her and super cool. And she's like, oh, thank you so much. Like, we're going to get along great. And then her friend's like, but don't worry, I won't give away your secret. And she's like, what secret? And she's like, you're a samurai. She's like, what? And she's like, shh, don't worry. I know if you tell anybody, you have to do harikiri. And she's like, what? So it's like really cool, like realistic, old-timey racism.
Yeah, it's like ignorance, like just straight up ignorance.
But anyway, so in the little preview, it's like they have to paint the sky, and the new girl is getting fucking mean girls by some mean girls. And she's like, oh, I don't have blue. You need blue to fucking paint the sky.
I'd imagine.
And then the like moody dreamboat, who's always number one on the best paint of the week wall.
Of course.
He waltzes over and gives her his blue. And she's like, oh, thanks. And everybody's like, what? But he's not nice to anybody. And then you know what he does? Spoiler, paints the sky without using blue and wins.
Color theory, baby.
Yeah.
What do you know about it?
Oh, yeah. So we watched the first episode of that because that was kind of intriguing. And then we got sucked into like 6 more episodes.
So you do like it.
It's pretty good.
Your best boys remind me that I have a best boy. Okay. Record of Ragnarok season 3.
No, it isn't. Pick a new
actually,
one.
Yes, it is. 100%. Yes, it is. Record of Ragnarok is. I'm on record for saying it's bad. It is. But boy, oh boy, is it like anime. It's like fight slop. And right now I'm watching Nikola Tesla fight against Beelzebub.
One of our nation's warrior heroes.
100%.
Nikola Tesla.
They gave him
and Satan.
and literal Satan, who, by the way, a good guy.
Okay.
Satan's a good guy. Nikola Tesla is wearing an Iron Man Tesla suit, which is just like he's Iron Man, but it's powered by Tesla coils. Previous to that fight, I was watching the first Emperor of China battle against Hades. That was interesting. And then before that, I was watching. Yes, that is the Nikola Tesla Iron Man suit. And then we're building up towards, I believe, Nostradamus versus some Greek god. So it's been interesting. It's been very interesting. But we're always talking about like, season 1 and season 2 have no animation. For some reason, and I guess this means that there's still hope for Invincible, season 3 is the best looking season we've ever gotten.
Dude, people love this show for some. I mean, it's the best premise ever conceived.
Yes.
So I get why it has.
It's like you want to
fans.
see Zeus fight Adam, and you're like, fucking yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
You want to see Lu Bu fight Thor? 100%.
You want to see Lu Bu fight La Boo Boo?
Yeah, I honestly could happen in season 4 at this point. We're just throwing shit out.
Would you ever read the manga?
No, God, no. That's what's cool. That's why I'm saying it's my best boy, because season 3 actually looks pretty good.
Right. Well, the manga looks great.
I imagine, yeah, it's probably fun.
It's like One Punch Man looking.
That's fucking nuts. I also watched the most recent season of Baki. You know what you know my worst boy? Baki. People don't give Baki enough shit. Baki doesn't get nearly enough shit.
Did you see Moist Critical's in it?
Yes, I did.
He did a video where he was like, I dropped the ball. I did not put in a good performance.
Yeah, you can feel him in the scene. It's not great at all. It is the worst animated action like show I've seen in a long time, and I really think because Baki's so much fun, like Baki's a ton of fun. Nobody like it's kind of like the Invincible thing where like the show is fun, the premise is fun, the characters are lovable, but it looks like shit.
Does it?
It looks so bad.
I don't like the art style.
Everyone is ripped.
Okay, yeah,
Everyone
right.
is like the scientists are ripped. It's the art style's horrifically ugly.
How's it compared to Kengan Ashura? Because I know one of these you like.
Substantially worse.
Okay.
Like if you have
You
like
like one of these,
if
right?
you have an aversion to CGI, Kengan Ashura's worse, but like Baki has no animation whatsoever. It's crazy. But yeah, that's my best boy, which means we should get to our Patreon exclusive section.
Okay.
So that's going to be it for all of us guys. Me and Danny are going to read chapter 3 of the Zootopia abortion comic. So if you want to watch that and listen to it, you can become a member of the Patreon for $4.99 a month. But if you don't want to do that, that's going to be the end of the episode. So we'll see you guys in the next one. We love you so much. Goodbye. Hail Cillian Murphy. I was reminded by
Don't be hailing people without my permission.
I was reminded how much of I love him as an actor, and he is staunchly pro-Palestine, like most Irish people. So shout out Cillian Murphy.
Hail is great.
Hail Cillian Murphy, baby. Bye.
Bye.